We are live, I believe.
Okay. Hang on, I'm refreshing the page.
Let me get the music for people.
We are indeed live. Let me go do our thing.
While you're doing that, I'm just going to get a cup of coffee.
Oh, that sounds exciting,
I
Chris.
thought you'll drink tea
And then I need
over
warming
there.
up, man. Whoa. I do sometimes. Not often.
Absolute fucking stereotypes, Adam. Casper, Xander, welcome.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Testing.
Casper, Xander, welcome. You know what? Now you said interrupter looks weird. As I'm spelling cryostasis, that looks weird.
Weirdness is
Let
on
me
brand for ACM.
Turn down everybody a little bit. Ba, 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 ba.
Okay. Alien. Who else we got? The Xenomorph Warrior, Caustic Viper. Rob Harvey, welcome, folk.
Yes, welcome everybody. Hello to our first few viewers. Hope you're all having a
Caustic
good
Viper.
Sunday.
Caustic Viper says, finally caught a stream. I think it's been a while since we've seen you on from the start, hasn't it?
To answer your question, Caustic Viper, I am sick. At least I think I'm finally over the hump. Yesterday was worse than today, but today's still not great. So sorry I don't sound good, but I am good enough to play. So I figured I would still stream with you guys.
You'll be better than me as well anyway, you always are.
Have you caught a case of the black goo?
I hope
You're
not, because I
killing
hate that
mutations.
stuff.
That'd make it even funnier.
Just ask Rook for some ways to get rid of it. We'll find something for you.
What is it? Compound Z01.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust that stuff.
I think it's been thoroughly tested. Adam, you
can't
trust
trust
it.
the medical experts, man.
I think you can. I think you're just being paranoid. You know what? As much as I'm enjoying Blue Sky at the minute, it takes forever for the feeds to refresh and actually make sure you're.
Well, that's because they're trying to
your post has
address
gone up.
something with Twitter where, like, you would see something you like and then it would refresh and you'd completely lose it and then you'd have to, like, find it again. They're trying
This
to make
is
it so it's
this
not
is
like
just
that.
me refreshing our page just to make sure the post has gone up.
Oh. Well, yeah, I mean, it's still new. There's a lot of functionality that X has that it doesn't, that it'll take a while to catch up to if it happens to take off. That's always the question, isn't it? I mean, I guess Threads has, like, quite a few million. Like, Threads has gotten large. I don't know. I just find it still, like I feel like pre-buyout Twitter had just the right amount of moderation. It wasn't too much, and it wasn't, like, too little. After its takeover, it became a bit too little, in my opinion. And Threads is too much. It's just the same moderation as, like, Facebook, Instagram, where you have, it's just all automated, taking down stuff that shouldn't be taken down.
Rob Harvey says, "Who has the Colonial Marines power loader model?" I do.
I do.
Name it.
I very nearly didn't. I very nearly cancelled it. Back in the day, I'm talking here. Sorry.
I don't have it, but the reviews I've seen of it, it looks so cool, and I kind of regret not having it since I like to collect those things.
Best part of the friggin' game release, that thing was.
It's the best part of the game, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there we are.
Though I always had a soft spot for ACM, I do give it a ton of criticism nowadays, but I still have a soft spot for it.
Right, I believe we are sufficiently hoard out.
Okay. Should we just do soldier or hardened? What do you want to do?
Whatever you guys want to.
Yeah, I'm happy with either.
I vote hardened, but
you
soldier.
always wanted more difficult. Well, let's do. Yeah, we'll do hardened. We'll see how we do.
Okay.
There's 4 of us. We can do
the
it.
Xenomorph Warrior is Acid Splash on the boards. Welcome, I didn't realise you was a boards member as well. Tyler says, I've just joined Blue Sky the other day and I'm enjoying the vibe so far. Aaron, what's your handle? So, we're on as Alien versus Predator Galaxy versus as in VS. I'm on as... Am I underscore Corporal Hicks or am I just Corporal Hicks? I can't remember if I kept underscore because of... That's what I am on the old tweeter.
It's called X. Please call it X. You need to call it X. Okay.
Do we need to justify the post Musk ruination of it? Set that definition.
Yes.
Okay. I'm on Blue Sky as just Corporal Hicks.
Number 9, welcome. Again, folks, for those that didn't hear me at first, I am sick. Sorry I sound so bad.
It's searching. You need to turn it off, don't you? Oh, no. Oh, you're
It's on friends only.
You're dicking around.
Yeah, I'm messing with my my loadouts.
No Star Dutch says, I love that you'll play ACM every once in a while, just to keep it real. Yeah. There is only so many games, and Adam and I were like, ugh, what we're doing today.
Well, I will admit the DLC campaign was actually like better than the main game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Completely agree. Yeah. Completely agree. A lot more diverse, yet it's short and compact. It's the best of both worlds.
And sometimes it's just nice to have a bit of variety as well. A bit of co-op. Custom Viper says, I'm genuinely excited for Rogue Incursion and 7th Circle.
Oh, yeah.
I adjusted our volume, folks, by the way, so please let me know if everything sounds good from game audio to our voices. I can change it if it doesn't.
I told you everything I know. Are you completely sure? I don't know where the message is.
No Star Dutch says, I'm super intrigued by Alien Cult as well.
Get the bag off the other one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I do wish it wasn't the FBI. That just that
I asked you a question.
Grates me the wrong way.
Well, you don't think the FBI exists in the future?
I heard you.
It's so contemporary.
He can take it.
I can imagine them surviving a century or more. Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, it should just be some other bureau of the Colonial Marshals or some other bullshit.
Yep, that would have been more cool. But it is in the RPG lore, so it's probably just taken from there.
Oh, really? They have the FBI listed in the RPG?
I want to talk about the events that led us to where we are now.
It's probably in some of the obscure EU as well, if it's been pulled in. Xenomorph Warrior says, yeah, love the channel. You guys are my favourite content. The forum's been a treat. Well, thank you.
So Michael Bean certainly seems enthused to be here, but recently he was at an event and mentioned the new Predator animated film, so it's got a lot of us assuming that maybe he'll be in that one.
I think it's pretty clear he's going to be in that one, and I'm excited for it. I'm super up for it. And number 9 says, what are you guys drinking right now? I'm on the Asahi, the Japanese beer. I'm assuming you're not on the boost tonight, Adam.
No, I'm drinking a Guru Zero wild strawberry watermelon energy drink.
Is that one of your home remedies for when you're poorly? Energy drink?
No, that's just what keeps me going in general.
Yeah? How'd that turn out? I hear it didn't go so well.
Tyler, thank you for the follow on Blue Sky. No Star Dutch says the game always seems fun watching you play it. Granted, I've never played it. Maybe myself. Sorry, I've never played it myself, so maybe it's a turd when playing it. It's fine. Custer Viper says favourite moment in the base story for ACM between me and my friend was the Raven mission. The boilers were a tense moment.
Yeah, but it was
Raven
okay.
was cool, but the boilers became hilarious
Best I can tell,
after
some
the
of us were
first
brought
playthrough.
here
Like, I
for
remember the
technical
first time I played through it being like, oh shit, this has actually got some
something.
tension in it. And then
Have you seen your parents?
No.
any subsequent
First thing I remember
playthroughs,
is
I was
you
just like,
finding
oh,
me here.
they look so stupid.
Your parents must still
My
be
favorite
hyper-
part are actually
You
most
need
of these
to get out of
DLC
here.
missions.
Find
They're
a way
pretty
off
fun.
this ship.
I need to get to them.
Xander, it's not. Caleb's not on.
Never mind.
It was Greg that
You
said
need
he
to
didn't
get
have
off this
the
ship.
power loader.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
can't, I
Carlos
can't,
out
I
of the
can't
bug.
even accuse you of being racist here because, you know, he's not a Brit. But we can't say all Brits sound the same.
Caleb was just.
Oh
playing
boy,
remember
my
these options.
sensitivity is far too high. Hang on one second.
Oh damn!
Yeah, you look like you're moving fast. You look like you're
There we
ready to
go.
pull a
I think it's
360
having some kind of attack.
no scope shot.
We're good. We're good.
Yeah, I've always
So
played.
who's the extra character?
I've always played this with a controller. I think we're all just people. We're all just like survivors. Yeah, I don't think I've seen all these models. I don't think I've.
No.
Wow, people are getting roasted over there. that don't sound good.
Got an idea. Go towards it.
No,
Wow,
no,
Oh come on!
wispy.
no style Dutch said. So last week, I think I said during the stream I never expected a movie with the Predator winning, and sure enough, that became a big possibility now.
That's right.
That
we don't know if
news,
it's gonna win, but
Turret.
I know, but that news is totally a reaction to the complaints.
Never a
oh
mind.
my god, Chris.
I tried. I tried. Okay.
The crouch button exists, man. Okay, let's do this.
Oh, I got
So-
took in as well.
Okay, there are two buttons. It's called crouch and sprint. Yep.
Ow. Okay.
Adam gets it. Yeah. You'll respawn soon.
Man, there's so many like crispy
Get on his errand.
people with facehuggers on their faces, man. Look at this.
Oh dear.
Greg, Xander says if you want that model, let him know.
Oh, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me.
Roasted.
My collection is too huge with the amount of NECA and similar McFarlane memorabilia. I have nowhere to put it.
Yeah, I keep struggling to find room, make more room, fill that room up. It's a perpetual cycle of being unable to effectively demonstrate my
Have you
love.
found somewhere to pop that Predator? Yeah, that Protoss one.
No,
You've
not yet. I just kind of have a little pile of shit next to me.
Caustic Viper says we also spent hours on multiplayer trying to get the Jonesy Easter egg on the Nostromo map. Yeah, I remember when they released that Nostromo map for this game, and I just thought it was so cool because, you know, Isolation had not come out yet, so it was an experience of like going through a digital version of the Nostromo, and that's where I think this game is kind of strong as like a virtual museum, you know, for the franchise. Even like the Fury 161 map is just really cool.
Oh yeah.
I've honestly had this idea, and maybe chat, maybe you could tell me what you think, because I'm sure when I mentioned it to Aaron, he probably just rolled his eyes at it. What would you think of like some ASMR bullshit of me just like exploring the multiplayer maps and stuff?
Ooh.
You're gonna sit there making mouth noises as you do it.
No, that's not what I mean. I just mean like nothing's really happening. I'm just walking around the maps and exploring them, and like, you know, I'll have the ambient sounds.
How is that ASMR?
Because I don't know, you can hear details of the map and stuff. Like
Is that not just a walkthrough of the map?
I mean,
well,
we'll just call it
technically,
ASMR. How about that?
we could, but technically, yeah, similar things are kind of
Sometimes.
trending in the sense of ambient music from
That's
levels
what I
and
mean.
maps.
That's
so,
exactly
yeah,
what I mean.
that.
Like ambience is a factor, but also just exploring it. Oh,
Yep,
oops.
that's completely something that exists for a lot of video games, we could do that.
Oh,
I
okay.
could think of nothing more boring.
Sounds similar to the walkthrough through Hadley's Hope I did.
Ridgetop seductive ASMR voice. That's right. And here at this POI of the map, we can see they've put a lot of detail into this particular area. So let's just get up close here, guys.
The architects made a doozy here. Not really
I
compliant with the
really
railings.
wish we lived closer sometimes.
Why? So you could smack me?
So I could slap you across the back of the head.
Adam knew it.
Yeah, I wish that too, though.
This is the kind of bullshit where I'm like, Adam, we're going to the pub, we'll have a pint, and then I'm just going to flick your ear and go, that's for that bullshit that you just said the other day.
Oh,
Hello,
geez.
Xenosaurian.
Okay, that part is cool. That is actually creepy. Yeah. See, this actually builds the tension more than the main game.
Yeah.
That's because the campaign needed to do more of these interesting moments, these little environmental in-game cutscenes, because that's also something that AVP 2010 had in that first beginning level. It sets up the mood well.
Mm-hmm.
Here we get into the DLC.
That first level of AVP 2010, the Colonial Marine campaign, was fantastic.
Mike's
And
Monsters.
to be fair,
Sorry, finish your thought, Aaron.
To be fair, I do believe that campaign is actually very solid and very tense until they go into the outside. So all the interior stuff, all the colony bits, all the temple bits are all quite tense and atmospheric.
Completely agree.
Yeah, I mean,
yes, somebody. Yeah.
No,
sorry, you continue, Adam.
You go ahead. You started.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to add a comment there. Somebody has modded the survivor to not only what I was talking about before with the respawns and all of the weapons, but now they made it so a predator can have its own survivor mode, like 4 predators.
Oh, that's cool.
Weren't you supposed to tell us what that server was called?
Yes, it's the Fury 161 servers, and I've just posted it on our AVP 2010 Discord thread in that place, so everybody can see it.
Maybe we'll try that next week or something.
Yep.
Mike's Monsters, welcome to the stream, says, I'll give him a slap next time I see him for you, Aaron. Mike, you give me enough slaps of your own.
It's not satisfying if somebody else is doing it.
I know Mike is filming his alien Romulus figure unboxing right now, the NECA figure. Oh shit, I'm gonna die.
Oh goddamn, I died.
Weren't you supposed to have beat him to that?
I was until I got sick.
Oh yeah.
So his video will probably come out first.
No Style Dutch says let Ridgetop follow his dreams. Caustic Viper says Aaron over here like if I could reach through his screen. Xander says he wants you to do a Bob style Ross painting tutorial show.
It's been
Can
a
you
while.
paint?
I mean, I started as an illustration major before I got into photography, but it's been a while since I've painted.
And number 9 says the overuse of cabinet door textures in this game is ridiculous. You know what, I fucking lost where I'm supposed to be going here.
You need to go back, I think.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm too busy looking at the screen.
I think it's bugged. But, maybe not.
Comshot, welcome to the stream.
What's happening with the lurkers?
I genuinely cannot remember what I'm supposed to be doing here.
Oh hell, what the fuck?
This is bugged.
That never happened.
They're not supposed to be up here.
Yep, that bloody never happened before.
That's what happened to me.
Okay. I'll try not to die and remember where we need to go.
Comshot, this is just the co-op campaign for the DLC of Colonial Marines Stasis Interrupted.
No, Stardust says, Hicks, you were saying you thought the Predator protagonist announcement was a reaction to the complaints. Not so much the announcement, but more the fact that they're doing it. I genuinely believe that... I bet we're supposed to come back down here, aren't we? I genuinely believe that them
Oh shit, he sees us.
making the Predator a protag in Badlands was a reaction to people going, why doesn't the Predator ever win?
Because a lot of people were saying that after Prey. I mean, it makes
Yeah.
sense because we've had a lot of movies like that now. All of them, including the AVPs. So.
And
Maybe-
it's
Maybe one person should stay here to be our
Anchor.
backup. Yeah, anchor.
Where? What? So what are we supposed to do here?
you go and turn the elevator, not the elevator, the crane on, don't you?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll try.
Oh.
Ow! Medic!
Are you dead? Are you dead?
Yeah.
Greg, you're up. Oh, God. Good luck.
Send them all out one by one.
Maybe the soldier choice was a bad idea.
I don't remember they being so hard on this play.
No, I don't know what they're doing. This doesn't normally happen.
Oh.
Has Adam, you invited us. You're the host. Have you
I could restart the
fixed
checkpoint.
the? No.
Oh, sorry.
I just wanted to ask. Have you done the fixed the tether AI thing?
I believe I have, but I recently, well, not recently, but I changed hard drives, so I'll have to double check it. But I'm pretty sure I have.
Interesting. Maybe that's making things a bit. Oh God, they're gonna shoot us. Nope, they're
But
dumb as
I
fuck.
don't
They're
know.
still Good.
I don't know if like the verify.
I fell through the lift! Excuse me?
He's
Still
in for you.
some bugs to work out. Yep.
Alright, I'll come back down for you, Chris. I'll come back down. Wait, no, I can't.
Really?
I won't.
I don't think you
Okay.
can.
Okay.
It's okay. Provided the aliens
Okay,
don't fire
I
me,
got there, I
it
got
should be
there.
Okay.
Yeah, Style Dutch. I was surprised at the lack of enthusiasm for the idea of the Predator being a protag, because, like I said, my immediate reaction was, "Oh, this is in response to that complaint," and then because we're all nerds on the internet, you're not allowed to have positive reactions.
Oh, there's aliens down here.
And then
No.
everybody was like, not interested suddenly.
I don't know. I think it's a cool idea. I mean,
I think it's a cool idea, but the way everybody went from, oh shit, yeah, that's cool, to, oh, actually.
I mean, it was.
I
it's
found
we-
the way we're supposed to go.
Okay.
Just like that.
It's weird the way they worded it though, because I can't imagine the Predator will be like the main protagonist, unless.
Oh no, it can't be them, because we know Ellie, oh god,
Right.
that lurk is moving so poorly. We know Ellie Fanning's in it.
Oh shit!
What
Uh,
the hell?
No, it's gonna
Apparently-
help the turrets get him or something. I don't know. Jeez. Yeah, I don't remember a lurker at this part.
Yes, Xander, people really were complaining about the Predator not winning in the film, where he's the villain.
Where the hell?
It is exactly like expecting Jason or Freddy to win.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think
It
the
is.
Predator's
It is
more
exactly
dynamic
like
a
it.
character than that.
Yeah, but he's the villain in his films.
Nice, Adam.
What is going on here?
I have no real idea, but I can tell you one thing. This ain't no fucking colony shit.
It does make me wonder if there is going to be a second antagonist Predator, though.
Yeah, I would imagine probably.
Are you on your own?
Unless they're both trying to, like, take it out on whoever's been doing
No, I'm looking for my parents.
these experiments or whatever.
Stick with me. We'll
Imagine if it was a Bad Blood Enforcer story. That would be a deep cut.
You see, the thing, with
2018 it's something
yeah.
similar. Yeah.
Well, with Predators and with the Predator both doing it poorly, I'm like, just leave it alone. Leave Bad Blood alone for
True,
a
true.
bit.
What's your family name?
Hutchins. It's Hutchins. I'm Lisbeth.
Although, you know, I always used to be a bit poo-poo on the team up, and I think that's because the first AVP movie soured me on it so much. But like, I've been rereading Deadliest of the Species, and at least in the early parts of that run, I'm like, you know what, this is actually pretty fucking interesting and has potential here.
Got it. Looks like your parents are on level 3, bay 4.
Xander says this will be the Predator in the new AVP film you watch. I do wonder if they are setting it up for that.
Would be interesting.
Yeah, that makes actually more sense than having the human characters continue.
Learn how to do all
I wouldn't be
this.
surprised if that's the case.
Ever see those late
Mike's
night
Monster
commercials
says,
for
while Disney
CTT
owns
online
Fox, it's still
technical
Fox running the
courses?
show, and they aren't
Courses are actually
Disneyfying
really
things. They've been
job
doing it as they've always done before the buyout. I don't know if that's entirely accurate. I mean, I think 20th Century Studios still has like some degree of autonomy for sure, and the culture did change a bit after Steve Aspel became in charge. But I mean, just from those leaked design documents we saw from
Let's all get in this one locker, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
from Fireteam Elite 2, like we do know Disney has some some involvement, and but I do think, yeah, they do have some autonomy. I know a lot of positions were like redundant ones were cut, so you do have people that are specifically at Disney that handle stuff for studios, but
That's more in the back end of stuff. It's like the publicity and the press.
yeah.
I guess we didn't want him for a host.
But no, I mean, I think it's kind of like a Lucasfilm situation, right? Hopefully, not as bad as that, but where
It
they
seems to be exactly like that, really.
where they do have some autonomy, but Disney certainly, has overarching decision-making power and some
Damn,
input.
Stone, solid hit.
You okay?
Thanks.
Mitch, greeting fellow dorks, welcome.
Stone, we better keep moving.
He's right. Word
Dino
is we're
Sorian
headed to
says,
a
I really
marine
like that,
starship,
would love
so
to
we're headed
see
to the umbilical.
And get the
more
hell
of
off
that in
this
the
shit,
game.
boss.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Well, I'm headed for hypersleep storage to find my family.
This
Such a
DLC
sell,
is the game
but
at its
still.
best.
It'd be best if we stuck
Yep.
together.
Xander says, should he get a VR headset?
I mean,
What do you think, Adam? Is it worth it for one game? Are you that kind of person like
well,
I am?
That's the thing. There's a lot of good VR games out there. VR's been, I mean, Oculus Gen 1 came out in 2016, and there's a really good catalog of VR games. So it depends if you've played VR, if you want to make sure you don't get motion sick and you like that style of gameplay. But if you do, yeah, I mean, when I tried the MetaQuest 3, I was just so impressed what an upgrade it was over my first gen hardware. So it made me excited to finally get a new headset, and I've wanted to get one for a while. Mainly PlayStation VR, because I wanted to play the Resident Evil games in VR, and there's other ones like I know Ace Combat came out in VR, but that was like PS4 VR, which is you can
Was that
play
the
it on
Ash-
PS5. but-
Aeroplane one.
yeah, but PSVR 2 is not compatible. It's not backwards compatible with PS4 VR games, which kind of sucks. So, but there's still a number of new VR games that look interesting to me.
Well, I don't know if it's the same in the States, but over here, when I brought the Quest, it came with Batman as well, so it comes with a game.
I've heard that's good. It got like really good reviews.
I just brought the Starship Troopers one yesterday, but I haven't tried it yet. I also brought, what's it called? Pistol Whip, which I really enjoy. Metro Awakening's supposed to be really good.
I've heard it's great.
And
Has
I
some
was-
limitations, but yeah, it's a very good narrative VR experience, it seems.
And plus, with the Quest as well, you can plug it into the PC and use it to play Steam VR stuff.
Wait a minute. I thought we're on the Sulaco. Oh, no, we're not. We're on the Wayland Yutani ship. That's right. We are about to be on the Sulaco. That's right. This is before the Sephora arrives on the scene. I'm with it. Man, we got a whole group of people here.
No Style Dutch says, I saw on the board some ruffled feathers about Dan calling it a hero when an anti-hero would be more appropriate. To me, by its nature, the protagonist Predator will be an anti-hero. Yeah, I think that's fair.
I must disagree, because you look at the expanded universe and you look at the different stories with Predators, like, the Predator is a hero. Like, in the first AVP book, the Predator's a hero. Like,
not really. They're responsible for killing everybody on the colony.
I'm not talking about all the Predators. I'm talking about Broken Tusk. Like, he takes out the other Predators because they attacked humans.
No, but he also he picks Ryushi.
Yeah, but he didn't know people were there.
I suppose that's true.
Yep. And it talks about that in the book. And he talks about, like, some clans don't hunt humans, and you look at, like, the anthology novels, they've had Predators in heroic positions. I'm not one that's like the Predator always needs to be the villain, because I just think that pigeonholes the character. Like, yes, sometimes it absolutely should be, and that should be the default, but it depends on the story you're trying to tell. I think the Predator works in, like, different ways. I don't associate the Predator with, like, a slasher villain, you know.
Xander says that's the EU, Adam. Movies are different.
Yeah, but they could try something different. I don't know. That's not saying, like, the Predator shouldn't be badass and, like, fuck people up and stuff, you know. I mean, by all means.
I do think anti-hero suits it better. I don't want to see the Predator being a hero in quotation marks. It's just not what it is. And that's leaning into that fucking honor bullshit from the Outger that just has no place in it as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, I could get that. I don't want the Predator feeling like a superhero character either, right? So there is a balance there, and it's very weird in The Predator where you have the fugitive who's supposedly there to help humanity, but he's fucking killing everybody. So that makes no sense.
You
so,
see,
yeah, it depends on how it's done.
That had the potential to be genuinely interesting, though, because it wasn't so much... correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I believe the earlier takes was it was not so much about them coming to protect humanity as it was the other guys were being cheaters and not following the rules that they operate by.
Well, that explanation was literally tacked on for the ending, like it wasn't in the script, so the whole justification they're here to help us makes no sense because it was just thrown on. It wasn't part of the story initially.
Well, that whole movie's a fucking mess anyway, isn't it? Well, no, that's not strictly true because the emissaries were there.
There was no Predator killer suit in the script.
No, but the presence of the emissaries is because they're there to help out.
That's true. I'm more talking about the theatrical cut where Fugitive is supposedly there to gift us technology, but he's just killing everybody.
Leave them.
You ever use a gun?
But that's where I also kind of like it because that's what film is it? No, it's Alien 3. It's Gibson's Alien 3 when Bishop's like asked about how he can
come with me.
Kill so many people when they set off the reactor, and he says, "I'm taking the long view or the long route," something like that. In his justification of killing people, it was about helping humanity in the long road.
Just make sure we have somewhere to go.
So I can buy that with the fugitives' actions of I ain't got time for this bullshit. These people are in my way. They are combatants fighting me. I have a mission to do that will help everybody. And I do like the subbies in this game. I do think aesthetically speaking they did very well with the new equipment.
I mean, I think that would make more sense in the context of the emissaries, like maybe Fugitive touched base with them and he realized like this wasn't the government group that was supposed to, he was supposed to meet up with when he was captured. So I think it makes more sense, kind of like you had in the prequel novel for The Predator, where you have rival government groups, and that's what we would have had in the original cut of the film.
Yeah, because it was Stargazer and the military, wasn't it? That movie's such a fucking mess. Xenosaurian says, "Oh, this is a hot take. I would like to see the Predator killer suit return.
I will say the Prime
Oh,
1
God.
statue that they did looked really badass, but I'm just not.
Prime
a fan
will
of,
make everything look badass, though.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of the concept in general.
But no. Was it Hunting Ground said it fell apart and
Yeah.
it was a bag of wank?
Yeah.
It's just funny.
I give them props for saying that. Yeah.
Although then they went and did something stupid with Predator's Law with Royce, didn't they?
I
Yeah.
thought you always liked that concept, Aaron.
Not with Royce.
Oh, with Royce. Oh, I was more so talking the stolen tech stuff.
Oh no, I've always thought the stolen text was reasonable for him. Don't get me wrong, I get the complaints as to why not, but I still think it works. Oh, I've missed a bunch of the chat. I need a bigger desk so I can get a bigger second monitor.
I just got my
what
phone out for chat.
I have a little, it's like a CCTV sized monitor that I use as a second one. But the chat scrolls by so fast. Have you started your Dead List of the Species reread?
No, I'll probably read it. I'll probably start it today.
I'm surprised at how much I've been enjoying the early parts of it. Then again, you've never read it at all, have you?
No. So we'll see.
No.
what
I've read it the once. Gareth says, as long as Badlands isn't related to atoms, related in atoms worth with the Predator, I'd be fine watching it. Well, after how much I like Prey, I'm quite keen to see Dan again, see what lessons he's learned from Prey.
It'll be the first time we've had a returning director for a Predator movie.
Yeah,
True.
3 films under his belt. It'll be matching Ridley on the Alien side of things. No Stardust says justice for McKenna. I'm not sure what you're getting at here, number 9. How about a PG-12 animated Pixar of Texas Chainsaw Massacre? I mean, I don't. Are you looking for a rise there, buddy? Everybody just closing the door on you, Adam.
Hello, Lulu. Welcome to the stream.
Custy Viper says, I think in terms of both franchises, we need more standalone films. We need a healthy chunk of decent standalone films, and then a decent Alien versus Predator film.
Sure.
I'm so ready for the new AVP.
Yeah, me too. It's been a long time.
I really hope the Predator thing's actually good and successful, because of all the, how much I want an AVP anime that isn't the one for me.
I was about to say, I'm like, not at
You
all.
know, like a stylized sort of anime that isn't bullshit from the sounds of it. They need to just finally do what they were initially going to do with that project and adapt the first comic.
Yep. The first comic is
Yeah.
beautifully set up for a good animated series. It could be very easily done in that sense.
I don't think I've ever killed that.
I think somebody said you did a good job with the Rogue Incursion preview.
Oh, thank you.
I completely agree. I think Adam did a brilliant job with it.
Selling headsets now, apparently.
Who said that? So I can thank you personally.
Somebody scroll. You'll have to scroll up, Adam. They've gone by.
Selling headsets for people that even made up their mind that they weren't going to do it.
Poor Chris. Poor Chris's bank
I'm
account.
not salty.
Xenosauri
I am.
disagrees with us, though. He says, no, do an original story. Don't adapt the first comic.
There they go. Our galloping aliens.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't object to an original as long as it was, again, good. But I still think they should adapt the first one. Oh yeah, the Custy Viper's on the mark here. Imagine an AVP film, but with an animation style like Arcane or Love, Death and Robots.
Oh hell yeah! But those shows are really big budget in the animation world, so I don't think we can get that immediately. Though we'll see how detailed and how big of the budget was for the animated series of the Predator.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll find out soon.
Level 3, Bay 4.
I mean, the fact that it has Dan Trachtenberg directing, I'm sure it's not like tiny budget.
No. But it'll not be huge either, because it's an experiment.
Oh my god!
And we're all stuck trying to get through the door.
Yeah,
It's me and Greg
those
again.
doors. It's like I reload and it hits the door.
Mike says, having seen a little bit more of the cancelled anime, I think it was good to keep it locked away. I don't like what I saw. Yes, I completely concur, Mikey. No, Gareth, we're not talking. The Predator anime wasn't cancelled. There was an AVP anime that was made and then subsequently locked away in a vault. And everything we know of it, I very much want to keep it locked away. It just sounds awful.
I don't know. Every time we bring this up, we argue, but it's like the Batgirl movie with Warner Brothers, right? People are like, "Oh, it's terrible. It's unwatchable." I'm like, well, people still worked on this. Like, people put hard work into this, and that work was finished. Like, yeah, maybe it is, but it deserves to at least have its shot and be evaluated.
Was it though?
Yes. Shinji Arimaki's good.
Like we've said before, I like his Starship Troopers films. I liked his Appleseed film, but it does not sound good, and I don't want to damage the brand any more than it's already damaged, because AVP is already a bit of a tainted license. Why make that? What's the word I'm looking for? Reputation worse. I swear to God, I get stupider.
They're gone. Both of them.
Man, ACM getting dark here.
One of those monsters got to her. And then these corporate bastards killed
I
them.
like the
both.
resurrection cryotubes here in this chamber.
Get clear. Get the message out.
The whole mission here reminded me of a mini resurrection. I remember first time I played it, I was like, yeah, this is kind of the vibe that I wished maybe a more serious resurrection would have had.
I'm blowing up the ship.
Midge says, when did Wailing Utani start with the open concept spaceship design? Yeah, the spaceships are pretty big in this game.
It's because they wanted to give them more space to be, in theory, better secured and not dangling around.
I do like this Wailing Utani hologram logo up there. That's cool looking.
Yeah.
Humans incoming.
I didn't think we liked holograms in the Alien universe, Adam.
We do. Just depends. Make them look retro-y.
I kind of wish Caleb was it. Mikey, are you free? Can you go and find those posts on the website about the anime to post in the chat? Lay me down some impressive fire. Impress me.
Impressive fire.
And now's where the game gets hard, and you have to fight people.
Have you not seen the Battlefield Friends, Greg?
No.
Yeah, that's a skit from Battlefield Friends. Impressive fire. I was always sad they never did more stuff. Mikey's posted one in the chat, thank you. I think there's a second article. There should be two. And the second one. Thank you very much, my friend.
Which articles are these again?
I transcribed a load of the shit that the producers said in that podcast interview about the anime.
Right.
Although, fun fact, I can't listen to podcasts at work anymore.
Jeez, they're clamping down on you.
Because Spotify is banned at work now. Because
Oh
it is illegal to listen to Spotify in a workplace.
Specifically Spotify?
Well, I don't know if it's specifically Spotify, but that kind of streaming media.
As far as
What
like
is the
government
official justification?
jobs, right?
It's because of I think it's to do with like licensing and stuff. Like if you were to play radio or music in a place of business, you need to have a specific broadcast kind of license, and the same thing applies to Spotify and that kind of ilk. If you're in an office with like more than one or two people, it's classed as public broadcast.
That's
Okay, yeah, I get
that's
that.
Don't you just wear
it's a bit much.
earphones though?
No. Well, you could, but to avoid any such ridiculousness, they've just blocked them.
that is. I've never heard of that. Like you have businesses open to the public here where people just play music and they're not. I mean, unless it's like a big event, they're not like, coming after people for that.
Well, Mike says that's true in the States too. You can't play music at retail spaces unless licensed and approved.
Really? I mean, what about stores that just have the radio on? Like, I've never heard of that.
Rob Harvey says work is the only time I get to listen to podcasts. Only time I get to listen to podcasts is on the way to and from work. I actually can't listen to stuff like that when I'm working because I can't focus on it properly. And it just becomes noise, and I don't want it to be noise. I want to be able to pay attention.
And I would think your business isn't open to the public, Aaron, right? Like you're
I know.
a government contractor.
I'm aware.
So that's especially strange.
Mine is not to question, Adam. It's not to question why. It's to do or die.
Yeah, these ship layouts are definitely strange ones, aren't they?
Lou Laser says, I wonder if anybody has ever tried cosplaying as the Wayland Yutani Commandos before. I imagine so. And I would love a ape suit get-up.
I mean, to be fair, I don't mind how they look in this. I think they look quite cool.
I prefer the ape suits though, rather than this.
Yeah. They look alright. They're a bit generic, but yeah. I think aesthetically this game's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's just the gameplay and the story. It's the issue.
The gameplay, the story, the AI.
The graphics.
The depth of the customization.
The human proportions.
We have a bit like this in this game too. Just like Alien Isolation.
Yeah, a lot of this level is actually like a preview for Alien Isolation in a way.
Yeah, like the bit from the locker.
Yep.
Schwip says, is this with the texture overhaul? No,
No.
I do not believe it
No,
is.
it is not.
No.
I'm sure you can make
To be
the
fair,
game look better.
This little cutscene here is probably one of the best in the game.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Dramatically appropriate chestburster.
They're all coming to watch with their popcorn.
No, they're just coming to welcome the new edition.
Yeah, I do like this.
This is
Yeah.
a family time.
Exactly.
It is one of the weird aspects in some of the games. Like, you remember when the queen dies in AVP 2010 and the alien is literally on the ground crying and they just walk over and capture it?
Yeah, that was a lucky situation for them.
I suppose we've never really seen that in the theatrical sense. Lou Laser says, speaking of isolation, I managed to complete it on Nightmare this year to celebrate its 10th birthday.
Ooh, congrats.
Congrats.
Congratulations, nice. That's not an easy feat, not even close.
The asylum. We have survived the asylum.
Now we are on to the best cutscenes of all time from ACM. That makes Alien 3 better, to quote Randy himself.
Was it Randy or wasn't it Mikey Newman, or was it both?
It was
of them?
both. It was both.
Everybody. I remember Randy saying that, yeah.
Awakening.
Schwip says, did anybody manage to pre-order a copy of the Romulus VHS?
Yes, I did. And I got one for you too, Aaron.
You did, and I appreciate it very much, because I really wanted one. It led to me going out and rebuying the VHS that I first saw Aliens on. The same, well, obviously not the same copy, but the same. What's the word I'm looking for? Edition.
No more. His heart rate has dropped way
Xander, I'm gonna guess you. Is that who's doing that?
My safety's a top priority.
The loss of the Legato was unfortunate. So many specimens.
There were families aboard that ship.
I say
Xenos.
it's unfortunate.
It's only
That's
unfortunate
hilarious.
we lost your specimen.
Which bit? Sorry.
On the contrary,
He's like,
What
the
is
loss
it?
of the ship was
Some match
unfortunate.
escape.
So many specimens.
Oh.
I am very evil.
Xenosaurian, the things I dislike about the sounds of the anime are things like the copy and pasting of all the scenes from Aliens. The big stereotypical turn of the villain. The 9-year-old, well no, sorry, she was like 5 or 6-year-old, part alien, part human experiment.
Very anime, yep.
Squip, tempted as I am, then I'd have to deal with Aaron's wrath, which is no fun either, so.
The autistically coded human alien hybrid who can control aliens.
Boom. I got you.
Guys, we got company.
God, this cutscene.
Everything in Alien 3 makes sense now, guys.
Justice for Turk.
I do think this is hilarious.
Stasis interrupted.
I think it's
remember being
so funny. It's so funny.
I remember being so pissed that the voice for the Stasis Interrupted
Wasn't the
voiceover
same.
computer thing, yeah. Out of everything that irked me the most.
Eloise wasn't? Was she a hybrid? No, she wasn't. She.
Oh, Eloise, I've had a conversation about this recently. So theoretically,
Oh,
she was
I've not read that for-
grown. She was a vat-grown synthetic, which is kind of weird, mixed with xenodNA.
I need to reread those actually because I always liked the Eloise stuff.
Launch will commence in T-minus
Damn, poor
20
Turk.
seconds.
No.
Fortunately, they don't build these things with parachutes.
But actually, according to the novelization of Alien 3, The EEV did have parachutes, they just failed to deploy.
It was cost cutting.
Corporal, we need to go.
No, they just failed to deploy.
Right,
Wasn't
but I
cost
mean,
cutting.
I don't know. Did parachutes have an expiration date?
No, it was, if I remember rightly, it was because the EV was damaged by explosions from the Sulaco when it ejected.
Oh, okay.
If I remember
That's
rightly.
dangerous.
Corporal, I know you got a lot to come to grips
Number
with
9
right now,
says,
but
where
is the rest
was
of your
the
crew?
second dead facehugger on the escape pod from the Sulaco? Where?
You're looking at it.
Oh,
And yeah,
it was
you could
supposed to
say
be the
that.
Super, wasn't it?
Last thing I
Yeah,
remember
who says there
going
was a
into
second?
hypersleep after losing my entire unit.
Maybe there was only
Escaping
one.
a planet overrun with monsters straight out of your worst nightmares.
Xenosaurian, if you like the sounds of it, more the power to you, buddy.
Armed
I
men
did
trying to
not.
kill me in one of
I
those
preferred the
cages
original intention of it.
wrapped around her face.
Look, I'm sorry for your loss. I really am.
I do like the little
We're tethered to a
prop
boat crawling with
detail
those
from
things as
the
part of some
EEV, though,
corporate experiment
of the little
gone bad.
facehugger coiled
They
up
don't look to be
inside
wanting any outside
one of the
eyes
external
peering in.
components
They're
of it.
heavily armed
You don't
and
see it
seem
in
to
the
have any
film,
issue killing anyone in their way.
but
If we
you
don't
can
get
see it
the
on
word
the
out,
prop.
They're gonna bury this thing and
When
all
I
of us
saw
with
that
it.
on the prop, I thought that was so damn cool.
Yeah.
Samuel Stone.
Well, Stone, we're gonna need stronger firepower than this. There's a security checkpoint on the next deck.
Man, those facial animations.
Yeah.
AVP 2010 had really plasticky animations, and that blows this cardboard face texture out of the water, so that was quite a shock.
Mikey says even the producers of the anime weren't a fan of the anime. Some folks involved in making it weren't fond of it. That didn't help them still in confidence. No, well, the Western consultants absolutely hated it.
I mean, I guess with
And to be fair, the way they were treated as well, they literally named one of them after one of the producers and brutally slaughtered him.
I'm coming, Chevy.
Wanted to take all their their credits off the project. This was the Japanese studio, wanted to take the Western people off the credits.
That's lame.
Yep.
Studio drama can be quite, difficult.
I mean,
Because it was something to do with the fact that in Japan they've got to be viewed as very director driven,
I
and
was gunnery sergeant.
these Western consultants wrote the script,
That was a different life.
the original script,
Let's just
sorry,
stick with Stone.
and wrote all the dubbed dialogue of the final version.
Ripley. Was she someone special?
Oh my god, if you two, if you, Chris and Aaron could see your characters, how they look, oh my god.
Wait,
I
how
can't
do
even
we?
imagine mine.
Very good.
Or was that just an animation? There's no like emotes or anything. No. Okay.
Oh no, yeah.
There was that idling animation, the little dance thing, because I saw one of you do a little dance.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of like the big well-known ones are the WB ones, right? The Coyote versus Acme and Batgirl, but I'm sure there's been like countless projects that were close to completion that we don't know about. That
Oh yeah, I'm
were
sure.
just definitely shelved or never saw release.
Wasn't the Batgirl supposed to be some tax write-off and not a commentary on its quality though? Wasn't it some business bullshit?
I heard some rumors online that it wasn't great, but I mean, ultimately, yeah, it was Warner Brothers. The reason they canceled it was for a tax write-off.
And to be fair, the DC stuff's shit.
The problem with when a project is cancelled and used for a tax write-off is that you can never bring it back,
That should keep
because then then it's not a tax write-off. So it's kind of a permanent thing,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Unless somebody leaks it, but then the studio would just do takedown stuff.
I'm sure they'd go full after it as well these days. No, Star Dutch says, anybody else get hyped by the 7 seconds of alien Earth footage? I adored the shots of the soldiers in the
Looks like
scuba
they've locked
gear
them all
emerging
down.
from the sea. Yeah, I really liked what I saw actually. Although it's like you said, 7 seconds of it. It was like what, 4 shots. But no, the Mignot. How do you pronounce it?
It's
Mignot?
either Maginot
I
or
don't know.
Mignot. I don't know.
But that looked cool.
I think it's Maginot.
Any French in here?
At least that's how Noah Hawley pronounced it. But let's see. I wish we
I'm
would
happy
have.
with what I've seen.
What?
I'm happy with what we've seen in Alien Earth for now at least in the mini trailer.
Yeah, those little snippets were intriguing. I just wish we would have had a new shot of the xenomorph at least from the initial teaser. But
Instead of the CG thing, because everybody keep bitching about the
Yeah.
CG thing and not realizing that that's not the alien from the show.
hopefully we get like an actual, at least a minute-long teaser trailer soon.
Yeah. We can't be far off being due a proper one.
I mean, we are getting a big magazine preview next week, which we've already had a tease of. Maybe we'll have more shots of Badlands.
I wonder if he'll try and keep the Predator hidden like they did with Feral. As best they could.
Yeah. I mean, we still see, even though it's a little blurred out, like we see a good back shot of the Predator here. It looks like the
Yeah,
dreads
get a look
are,
at the dreads.
It
Yeah.
looks like they are a bit bigger than they were in Prey. I know some are saying like the head is still small like Prey, but we can't really tell, I don't think. It looks like they're done up in like a ponytail, which...
Yep, I like the
That
top knot
suits me.
hairstyle.
Yeah, I love the top knot style. That's what my Predator in Hunting Grounds wears.
Maybe this is a young top knot, who knows? I mean, I'm just joking, but we have no reason to think that.
I bet it's going to be your female Predator as well.
That's what some were saying on the boards.
I think it'll be time. It'll be the time they do it.
Really? Last time
Yeah.
we had this discussion, you were saying you didn't think they'd do it. Is just the ponytail making you think it's going to be female?
No, now that I know it's protag, I think that because it's a female protag on the human side as well, I think they'll do it the same. There'll be some thematic connection going off.
I definitely think we'll get one in the animated anthology. I'm less sure about the Badlands. Sean Mooney, afternoon to you as well. Welcome to the stream.
Yo. Lou Laser says, I heard that on Earth they use CGI Xenos. I hope that isn't the case. No, Noah Hawley has come out and said they did practicals.
Yeah, he said they had a suit. We know what has been on it. We broke that news years ago, and we didn't know if it was going to be all digital or practical, because what it does both. But what it did do the practical facehuggers for Romulus. So,
And made the pulse rifle.
did they do the pulse rifle for Romulus?
Yes.
So it goes
Somebody
to
else designed it, but they built it.
Okay, so it goes to follow that they will be doing both the digital and practical work for Earth, which I'm very intrigued by, because the adult Xeno we got in Romulus was, I would say, mostly Legacy's creation. So to have an adult Xenomorph of what is creation when they only really got to do the facehuggers and the rifles of Romulus, I think it'll be really cool to see. And we have seen some of those early concepts that Weta has done for the series, so I'm curious to see how the design has evolved since then.
Rob Harvey says, which platform we guessing the anthology will land on? Oh, it'll be Hulu and Disney Plus internationally. I can't imagine it'd be anything other than that.
What are you doing back there? I do like how we get to explore even more of the Sulaco in this campaign than in the original.
Yeah.
And some of the areas are unique. But this ship is just so enormous. Like, it must be kind of odd to have only a small squad stationed on a ship this big. It's like the ship is meant for like 1,000 people or something.
Behind. Yeah. I think the tech manual goes into it. You know, the Sulaco was considered an unlucky ship that nobody wanted to be stationed on. And stuff like that.
Yep, that unluckiness of the Sulaco, that part of the lore still prevails.
Kirsty Vipers. Sorry, no, you go ahead. You've got
Alright.
a bigger view of the chat than I have.
Xenosaurian says, speaking of bad projects, what do y'all think of the new Jurassic World Rebirth movie coming out next year? Personally, I was really turned off by Dominion and have little hope for this one. To which No Style Dutch replies, Xenosaurian, I hated Dominion, but I'm very, very excited for Rebirth. Love the director and the plot sounds much more promising. Jurassic is my other favorite franchise, sometimes overtaking AVP. Yeah, I mean, I've always been a big fan of the Jurassic movies, but I did feel... While I like the World trilogy brought the franchise back and the franchise is strong, I did think all 3 World films were pretty silly, in my opinion. I still love the franchise. Like, I love going to Universal Studios and doing all the Jurassic stuff. But I am hopeful for the new movie. Just David like, it seems like it's going to have a fresh creative team on it. Like, Colin Trevorrow is not involved. You have the original screenwriter back from the first 2. I really liked Gareth Edwards' The Creator film, so I'm hoping like he brings an interesting take to it. My only concern is
he the one that did Godzilla as well?
Yeah, the 2014 one. My only concern is it does seem like the whole movie was a little rushed, like Universal just wanted to make a date. So we'll have to see how well it turned out, but apparently they were really confident in the script, so I'm really curious. We'll see how it goes. I like this bit showing the Colonial Marines logo on the wall here.
Yeah.
I agree with you. You know what you were saying earlier about exploring the ship a bit more. It is some of the fun parts of this game. I enjoy going around engineering in the base game and getting to see a bit more of the recreational areas in this.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to Rebirth, by the way. You know, I really like the original trilogy. I actually quite like World. Dominion, I do agree, was boring, though.
They're gone.
Elizabeth?
Both of them. I was too late.
I'm excited for that new Jurassic Park survival game.
Oh, yes. Yes,
We
me
haven't
too.
seen anything from that since last year's Game Awards, so hopefully they'll have something at this year's Game Awards. And
Has it really been a year near enough already since they announced that?
yeah, there was a little IGN article, but other than that,
Get clear.
you know, there's been nothing.
Elizabeth, what are you gonna do?
But I imagine it'll be out next year, and they'll time it with the movie.
I'm blowing up the
I need to introduce you guys to a game called Death Ground.
Oh, I've heard of
Which
that.
is
Yeah,
basically-
it's an indie dinosaur survival horror game. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like isolation-esque. It's co-op.
Sounds pretty damn driven.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I actually already have 2 CD keys because I backed it like donkeys ago.
I'll take one
So.
if you have one to give away.
Sure, I do have one to go away.
That means a long
When
time
it
ago, by
comes
the
out.
way, Adam.
What? What means a long time? ago?
Donkeys ago.
Donkeys?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Long
another
time ago.
British thing.
It seems long. Yeah, it's
It's donkeys ago.
but it does look very good, I must admit. It's coming along quite well. I think it's just gone into like late alpha testing. So they said that the beta testing is not going to be too far away. But yeah, that could be good fun.
Aaron, you know something that made me sad was
Go on.
I don't think the Alien Covenant experience is at Madame Tussauds in London anymore.
That's a shame. I wonder what happened to the wax models.
It was around for a good few years after Covenant, but I
Yeah.
think they finally replaced it. I always wanted to do that again, so. But at least
We
they
did
got
it
to do
twice, didn't we?
Yeah, we got to do it twice, so. But
Did it once with me too, Hicks?
Did I really?
You did? Because I remember the lady that was walking people through saying, I'd just like to remind everybody that the things that happen aren't real because she'd just been punched in the face by accident.
When did we go to Madame Tussauds together?
We did.
So you did it 3
We
times
did.
then, Aaron.
Apparently.
It was when we went to see Aliens in with an orchestra.
Oh.
It was then.
But Aaron has no memory of that. memory.
I have no memory of that memory.
No? Because the
No.
annoying part about that whole trip is that we left a tiny little bit early to try and get out. And Sigourney Weaver and James Cameron appeared on stage.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so he remembers
That
the bad
sucks.
things.
To be fair, that was good. I got good teas, if I remember right.
Yeah, it was good. Really good experience. It ruined Aliens for me.
Speaking of
It's never going to be the same.
Sigourney Weaver and James Cameron, I saw there was a big Avatar concert in London
Yeah,
recently, which looked really
that was the
impressive.
same. It was the same kind of thing. Where they saw the film with the live orchestra.
Mhm.
You know what? I'd have gone and watched that if I'd have known about it. I can't believe I can't remember that, Chris.
And I,
Oh, the wax model. Sorry, somebody asked earlier. It was the alien. It was Ledward being burst out his back. It was Michael Fassbender around a cryo tube. I think that was it. Was it just those three?
Yeah, you had like the corridors and things like that. It was very themed.
So yeah, there was like one set up like the catacombs, wasn't there? The necropolis. There was one that was like the corridors of the ship. Sorry, I got you. But that guy did a barrel roll. He rolled extra successes.
yeah.
Yes, Caustic Viper, Michael Waxbender. Oh, that's good. I like that. I like that.
I really did like him in Planet Terror, if you guys remember that one.
Fassbender was in Planet Terror.
Oh, no, sorry. Michael Bean.
That was Michael Bean, wasn't
Thinking
it?
of a
Yeah.
different
I was
Michael.
gonna say. Yeah, I enjoyed Planet Terror.
Plan.
The way I see it, there's no way we're gonna
I've not watched that for a while though.
separate ships. But a few well-placed shots.
I remember not being that keen on.
Legato clear.
Was it Death Race, the Tarantino one of Grindhouse?
Yeah, that's right. I liked both, but Planet Terror was definitely the better one, yeah.
Pew it, pew the ship.
Oh, this minigame. I forgot about it. I'm so disappointed we didn't have the minigame of the APC that we've seen little bit of gameplay in the interviews and trailers, but never fully.
Well, I don't remember this. What's
An on-rails, controlling of the turret section while the APC was being driven away. It was in one of the interviews, literally just on a screen in the background. You see maybe a second snippet of it. But there was so much content from this game that was cut and redone, so who knows other things that are left that we'll never know of.
This one's really rumbling my controller, guys.
you enjoying your feedback?
Yeah, listen to that. Jeez. It's interesting how they went with the kind of white, black, and yellow scheme of Prometheus for all the Wayland ships.
It wasn't bad. I think they balanced it out with a combination of the new and the old.
Rob Harvey says, I wonder if they repurpose the models into new people once they're done with them. Or is Waxbender stood in a fan's bedroom? That's a good question, actually. I wonder if they do melt them down, or if they...
Yeah.
To create, you must first destroy.
Or it's some kind of freaky thing where you walk into a room and there's just loads of still statues.
Yeah, they might have like a museum somewhere, and it looks like the displays out of Seegson and the Joes.
It's like walking. That's what I was about to say. It's like walking into the Working Joe factory.
Number 9 asks, any news on that Aliens Farteam Elite front? No. If we get any, maybe Game Awards in a few weeks. I would like to see that. if you're talking about the sequel.
I think I'd be more excited about the Isolation VR news than Fireteam Elite 2, though. After the leaks and the rumors, I'm not that thrilled about it.
I think, yeah, I hope things have changed since then as well. But I think we're more likely to get a Fireteam 2 announcement, and then maybe like for Alien Day they would announce the Isolation remaster. Or maybe the other way around. I don't know.
Or are they going to wait for Rogue Incursion to drop and then finally announce it? Will it be announced on like release week or release day?
I would like to see info on Fireteam Elite 2, just to see are they really going with the direction of the leaks or have they changed things. So that's why I'd be curious to see more from them soon.
Well, we do know the direction of Fireteam 1 changed a lot, as did their post-launch plans.
Well, that was the scope really changed, yeah. It's hard to believe we could have got a lot more from Fireteam. Well, it's disappointing to believe, sorry, should I say, we could have got a lot more from Fireteam.
Because the foundation is really solid.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It was supposed to be like a new story content every year, for like at least 4 years.
And it was supposed to be like more like MMO light, right? Like something like Helldivers 2.
I don't remember that much, at least. At least not in the documentation we've seen.
Like, you take Fireteam Elite, add it to Helldivers as a concept. Like, that's a winning formula right there, I think.
Procedurally generated missions and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
There have been a lot of the co-op horde shooters now, so I hope they've gotten some good inspiration, learned valuable lessons that can be incorporated in the next game.
And this is where they took all the wrong inspiration.
Yeah. So I hope that changes.
Yeah. As Xander says, is there any updates on our cameo in something? What's that? Alright, Rogue Incursion. Did you do any
Yeah, they did a full body
Did they scan you for your model?
Yeah, while I was there. So look forward to that. I think I'm just gonna be like one of the dead bodies strewn around, so nothing too major.
Damn, that would be so
cool.
cool.
Would that be though? Yeah.
Although that reminds me, I still have to take that screenshot of that one developer in Isolation. So.
You love taking screenshots. How have you not already done it?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Don't apologise to me. It's Sandy you need to apologise to.
Yep. It's just like the scene from Aliens, guys.
Every game has a vent section.
Yeah, but that was the most anemic vent I've ever seen. But at least they put some vents in, since the main campaign didn't have it.
I still remember the vent stuff in Monolith's AVP2. I remember like that. It was the first Marine mission. I was like, "Holy shit, this is amazing!
That was great.
I can get the movie."
The vent systems are nice in AVP2. They're really extensive.
And then nowadays we go, it's just like the movie.
If it's done well, I'm still happy. The amount of great visuals you have in AVP2 from even the custom maps is unbelievable.
And I miss the days of AVP2. Such a good game. Xander says, still waiting for the day that I get mentioned in some kind of media. You need to go viral, Xander. That's what you got to do, buddy. Lewis says, if they play Rogue Incursion, I promise they'll keep an eye out for you.
That was a joke. I'm not really in the game as cool as that would be.
Oh really? I didn't catch that.
mean?
Ah! Here. Dusty Viper says AVP2 events actually get like events ventilation system nowadays. Event is like 3 foot of crouch walking. Yeah, I don't think I could crawl around in the vents at work.
Yeah, I heard in a kind of comparison, film events versus real life events, that yeah, the real things are extraordinarily dirty and
Yes.
unhygienic.
We got our little skiff here.
We love a good skiff.
Little did we know the Sulaco had a 3rd ship on it the whole time.
Doesn't go very far though.
I mean, they could have used it to get out of the planet.
These things are made for orbital.
Yeah, but they
hops,
were in the
not long runs.
Yeah, see, they said the same
So
thing.
the other dropship.
Way
Way cooler.
That's true. It's probably faster too.
I'll get the fuel flowing. You load the flight data.
Yeah, this one has the unadvantage of you know, flying rather than falling. Grizz, I'm scared. What if we get attacked?
We got your back.
Are we on the Sulaco at this point? We are, aren't we? Yeah,
Yes,
so
we are.
all this Wayland Yutani bullshit on the walls.
Yeah, Wayland Yutani.
Did you see his mouth?
They moved
Uh,
in.
No Star Dutch says, Hicks, Ridgetop, did you see the quote where Ridley Scott seems to finally acknowledge the issues with Prometheus and Covenant and seemingly putting the blame on others?
I saw. Yeah, I mean,
I still need to read the Deadline one, but the
said
Hollywood
something
Reporter
like-
one where he's like, those people who didn't lock down the license and the property for me.
it seems
Fuck
like
'em."
that was more what he was complaining
Bless
about.
them.
Yeah. Like he said that they were asleep at the wheel. Or he was like, we were asleep at the wheel. Well, actually, they were. kind of.
Yeah. And I've fired them now. There's a reason they don't work for me anymore.
Yeah.
Because I do not own Alien because of those people. It's basically what he said.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Yeah, for real.
Xander says, Adam, do you still want that custom ship?
Yes, I will take it.
What's this?
I will
Remind me.
cherish it. Xander offered to do a little spaceship for me. Isn't that right, Xander?
What, a spaceship? Is it from something?
What kind of spaceship?
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sick and a bit out of it, Xander. Remind me the details on this thing.
What is your home remedy, Adam? Have you had your chicken soup or...
Oh yeah, I made myself some chicken noodle soup. That was tasty. I had the last of it this morning. Usually I'll just have some. I have like an immunity tea. I have like lozenges. I just throw the kitchen sink at it, man. Take
You
a
like
bunch
your
of
teas.
vitamins and.
For how
stuff.
much you take the piss out of us, you like your teas.
I like Asian teas and herbal teas and stuff. Honestly, it has been a long time since I've tried like a British tea, like an English breakfast or an Earl Grey or something. I probably would like it. I just don't like coffee. I drink black, and tea I drink unsweetened. Like I do not know how people drink. I mean, I know I sound like the weird one here, but I do not know how people drink coffee or tea sweetened. It's just so off-putting to me.
Just one
We ain't
sugar
going
for me.
anywhere with those clamps in lockdown.
My missus had like 8 million. It's funny.
Like it takes away all the flavor. It just tastes like sweet drink.
Yeah, I prefer it neat and strong, if I'm honest.
Xenomorph Warrior says Earl Grey is good. I used to enjoy Earl Grey. That you couldn't have sugar in. That tasted incredibly weird with sugar.
No Style Dutch, I agree. When I first tried coffee, I thought it was terrible, but it's one of those things like whiskey where once you acquire the taste for it, you just, it's so good. But it does take a while to acquire that taste.
I've tried coffee once in my life when I was a kid and never again.
Same.
It was disgusting.
Hicks, we're clear.
Xander says it was just a custom kit batch ship for Adam for being a badass friend.
Oh, thank you, Xander. I mean, that's the one thing I covet Aaron over, is having a ship named after him, so
Well, looks like
maybe that can be my ship.
I grabbed this deck.
You'll have a physical thing even better.
Xander says I would get Aaron something, but I know how he is with receiving gifts.
Yeah,
Oh, you remember
He's
Xander.
all weird about receiving gifts. I've had to deal with that for years.
It's because you don't send me gifts.
I have sent you gifts. What?
No. Do you remember what you send me? It's not gifts.
It's what?
It's obligations.
Oh well, that's what I mean. Like, you're being weird about it. That's how you take it.
It's one of the things I agree with Sheldon on.
Now comes the best line delivery in all of the games.
Rob Harvey says, Adam, in the UK, where when we're ill, we just drink shitloads of Lucasade Original. I'm sorry, Rob, I'm going to have to disagree with you. It's Lucasade Orange for me.
What is Lucasade?
It's an energy sports thing.
Oh, okay. So it's like our Powerade, maybe?
Maybe. It's fizzy, isn't Powerade not fizzy? God, this is such a pathetic moment. Such a pathetic, terrible moment.
No.
Ah,
I have a bottle of Lucasade every day now, just to perk me up and keep me full of energy.
I didn't know you were also UK-based, Rob Harvey.
Yeah, I don't think he's terribly far from me, if I remember rightly.
All right, Chevy coming in with the most kills at 42 and 47 assists. Very nice. And
Nice, Chevy.
but Greg pulling in all the assists there.
Yeah, I was the helping hand.
Lou Lasser says he's UK based too. Did you say you were a Predator costume? Lou. No Star Dutch says Fede he's going to name a character for Romulus too. I'm sure you'd fucking love that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but I doubt it, man. Like, I don't think that'll
That
happen.
reminds me, I need to go bug his assistant again.
Just the fact we got in books, Aaron, was like, legit. I'm so happy. Like that was fanboy dream come true.
Oh, that was instead of being paid, so you know.
Yeah, we deserve to be paid for those 2 books, and we were not.
God, the fucking work and effort we put into that. Oh, Colonial Marines, Lou. Fair enough. I'm gonna buy myself some armor someday. I promise I'm gonna buy myself some armor someday.
Yep.
You could use that in Airsoft, probably.
Well, it'd be impractical because then you wouldn't feel it. But to be fair, I haven't been airsofted in fucking a long time, unfortunately.
It's only a matter of time before someone comes looking.
Because the people I used to go with keep selling their equipment every time I ask them about going again.
It's because the sites are garbage and the people are cheaters.
No, the sites aren't. Stands open back up. Did you never went to the stand?
Nah, I never went to stand.
Oh, mate, I loved it. And that's right on your doorstep, that is.
As for these colonists you seem to be
Not
so
the one in
concerned
Chesterfield.
about,
Sheffield.
dregs of humanity worthless
it Sheffield?
trash.
Yeah.
I'm providing them with the
In case you didn't think I was evil enough before.
Lieutenant Ripley's death. A selfish
But Lance's delivery is always
destruction of
phenomenal.
the
Oh,
at the
yeah,
hands
for
of
sure.
Some angry little girl. Inconvenient.
That's why it's so
Lewis.
hurt
But let us
that
be
Bean
frank,
was
Corporal, and
just
please believe me when I
not
say this.
not into this so much
There is
compared to
nothing
Lance
sacred
always being, no matter what the
Every
situation is, no
resource
matter how much of a garbage script you get.
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
Lance
Gives it
gives
his
it
all.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time. Like, one of my favorites was that Hellraiser movie he was in, Hellworld.
Don't do this,
Oh,
Doctor.
he's just so
Sorry,
hilarious
sir.
in that movie.
I can't let this go any further.
What are you talking about?
Louisa says they're working on a Colonial Marines cosplay. My dad's helping me assemble a pulse rifle. Well, that's easier to do nowadays as well. I'm super impressed with Chris's 3D printed pulse rifle. Like, super impressed with it.
I've been cleaning that up today. Been taking some of the glue off with the craft knife.
Nice. How much are you going to sell them for?
Oh, what?
What's the plan?
How much is it going to cost me for one?
You're all caught up to real time in the whole plan department.
Well, it cost me a reel and a half of PETG, so what, 30 quid?
Okay, that's fine by me.
I managed to convince all these other scientists to mutiny with us.
Well, when you've seen how evil Michael Bishop is, he was
the most loyal posse to Levi.
He was an absolute waste in this game. You know, he was a character I really wanted to see make a reappearance. And then they do him dirty in this. Tim Graham says, do we have any predictions for Fede's sequel? Any thoughts, Adam?
Well, it seems like they're not going to do the Prometheus route where they just end up dying off screen. It seems like they will continue with these characters because people actually like them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm expecting really. It just seems I'm glad we'll be seeing Andy back, and I'm glad we'll be seeing Rain back potentially, I guess. I want them to lean away from being too familiar with Alien and Aliens again. But it then makes me wonder about what sort of setup they're going to use.
Wasn't there, I don't know who spoke to this, if it was Fede or Steve Aspel, but didn't they say, like, maybe when they get to this planet, it's not what they thought it was?
I think it was Fede.
I think Fede said something like that, yeah.
Like, it's not as much of a paradise as they expected. But it begs the question, like, okay, well, how does an alien show up there?
Yeah. That's the thing, really, isn't it? Is how did they get the aliens involved in the story?
Yeah.
I just... My genuine fear is that Fede's took the wrong thing from, like, all the response to the callbacks and stuff.
You need to send that message you're carrying.
Because...
You have a message, right?
You know, yeah, he's completely right. You know, when we were at that premiere, everybody was cheering at the callbacks, and didn't it get some positive responses when our showings, Chris?
Yep.
Both times.
But in the critic reviews, that was one of the main things they mentioned was too many callbacks. Like it was overly referential.
Oh, definitely. I'm sure the fans are great. It's just the normies that.
Peter, who runs the shop, said the same thing. He found it distracting him. It kept taking him out of the film. So it's interesting. It's like people either seem to love it or really dislike it.
They have this nice wood paneling here. Oh.
Yeah, Xander says they still have the. It's not black goo, Xander. It's the filtered Z01 variation.
It's the black plot device.
It's the
Black
royal
and
jelly. Can't believe you don't like royal jelly and Xenos, if Adam.
Well, at least those have a bit of thought put into them.
Now, I've really come around a lot to the accelerant and black goo. No, keep your rocket launcher away. Who has a rocket launcher inside a fucking spaceship? Who approved that?
Who brings the rocket launcher inside the spaceship?
I mean, am I wrong?
Who brings a rocket launcher to a pulse rifle fight?
Oh shit.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Same guy took me out.
Oh, whoever was moving then spawned me somewhere in the middle of a load of people.
They put down that mutiny.
Oh,
That's one way. Okay, so we're gonna throw grenades at them, I guess.
No Style Dutch says my theatres constantly went ape shit over the get away from here you bitch line, and I think it's easy to forget for a superfans how important regular moviegoers are.
We can do this.
Yeah, we know. That's why we're scared about it, because that's going to inform a lot of what they do.
Rocket launcher got me. I mean, I'm sure the critic reviews have a bit of sway too, like more so than the fans. I think, like, they listen to general audiences first, then the critics, then the fans.
But then, I mean, when we spoke to him, you know, I don't. It's not the impression I really get.
No, you think he puts a bit more stock in the fan feedback?
Well, as in the general. I don't think he'll listen. I think he'll still lean into the callbacks and stuff.
Yeah, maybe. Well, he sounded like he was questioning himself a bit on that too. And when we interviewed Dan Trachtenberg, he admitted, like, yeah, maybe Farrell's design, I pushed it too far. Like,
yeah.
So I do think they maybe evaluate things, you know, based on the reception. I mean,
But
I'm
then
sure
with Fede's response, he was like, yeah, but everybody loved it, and that's the thing.
I mean, in that line in particular, yeah.
There's the communications
Which
relay
was
tower.
like the big
That's where we're headed.
groaner for all the fans, so it was
Yeah.
weird. It was a very weird thing
Better
where
get moving. It
the
looks like we're gonna
applause
have
line had
company.
us groaning.
Although I do think Dan will have taken things on quite a lot. I really do think he'll have taken it all on board. Like I said, you know, I think the Predator being a protagonist is a reaction to those complaints about the Predators not winning, and I think he'll have listened to us about
Because we had a
how
question
drastically
about
departed.
that, right?
Yes, we asked him specifically about that, and I think he'll have listened about the Feral design being so far afield. Oh no. Oh no, look at those aliens. That's a cool visual though, that is. Aliens on the dropship. Same as the bit from AVP2 with the Predator on the dropship.
Yeah. Or AVP 2010 where the Predator blasts the dropship out of the sky.
Somebody shoot him with a rocket launcher around here again. Somebody's trigger happy. One of the things I do like in this game was that they did the motion tracker being a separate handheld thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's just a shame you don't need it.
You don't really need to use it, yeah.
I do love that imposing FTL ship up there in the sky.
Yeah.
I always did like the design they put together for that thing.
I genuinely think the art design for the game was good.
What?
I was trying to get a good angle on that ship and I just walked off the cliff.
Who's Nick says is Alien Earth canon to the films? Well, I guess we'll find out next year, because we still don't have solid dates yet. You know, apparently the trailer says one thing, other people say it says a different thing. I think it is going to be the 2120 date though. It can't be 2050.
I will say the date changed quite a bit, and there was a point
yeah.
in development where it was post-Alien 3.
Oh, you're kidding me. So they actually considered that and said, oh no, let's make things complicated.
It was 10 years before Prometheus as well at one point, wasn't
Yep.
it, if I remember rightly?
Mm-hmm.
Watch my six, reloading.
Threat eliminated.
This is one of my favorite sequences in this DLC campaign, is just these caves.
Oh, completely agree.
Because you get to have a bit more interaction with the queen. She has a nice, cool moment here where it's very like kind of hellfire looking, you know, when she first gets woken up.
I do like the spitters design in this game as well.
Yeah.
It's not bad if it was just a bit less glowy, but yeah.
I mean, I think it's subtle enough.
Well, compared to Far Team Elite, yeah, but
Sarah says, why keep things simple when you can overcomplicate? Let's talk about the alien Earth in the chat. I do think the battle rifles are shit. The Weyland-Yutani battle rifle.
Was this the first game with spitters?
Yep. Yes. As well, then
AVP
again,
Extinction?
AVP 2010. No, AVP 2010 had the jungle aliens, which were runners slash spitters.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. I mean, like a specific spitter type.
This is the first game that had a specific kind of cast that only does this. Which is a bit meh. I mean, you could have given the normal aliens to do it like
They
a film
should,
too.
in every game, the normal aliens should have had the ability to spit acid.
Wasn't that like an upgrade in Extinction for the normal warriors? or
Exactly.
something? Okay.
Yep, for the normal drones.
Yeah, I do prefer their look in Fire Team Elite personally.
Nah, I like this better with the crest and the little subtle.
They weren't in Dark Descent though, right?
You don't think they were, were they?
No
No.
spitters, no acid projectiles, nope.
They had the Crusher though. So the Crusher is the one thing that's been in 2 other games since this one.
And it ended up in the well, no, the spitters ended up in the tabletop game as well. Spitters and the Crushers.
In the tabletop, yes.
Yeah. Chris, we need to revisit that and actually spend a day doing it.
We do. With an extra player.
Yeah. Well, what about Pete?
Problem is with Pete, he runs the shop, doesn't he? So he finds it really hard.
No, other Pete.
Oh, young Pete. Yeah, potentially. We also need to try and rally a team for that bridge commander.
Yes. I need to message Eric. Well, I messaged Eric to ask him if he likes Star Trek, and it was like, it's okay.
It's not Star, but it is Star Trek.
Well, it is Star Trek without the license. There's for reference, sorry, Adam and Greg. There's a thing in London where it's like LARPing as Star Trek as a bridge crew.
Oh, that's cool.
There's actually something like that here in Utah. They have like a space center. I did that growing up. They would like do field trips there, and they'd have. I mean, it was all like very Star Trek inspired, but also like unofficial, you know. And they would have like this bridge of the ship that was huge, and they would have smaller shuttles too, and they would make these whole experiences for people. It was a lot of fun.
Did you ever do the Vegas thing experience?
Oh yeah, I love that. That was one of my favorite things in Vegas. I did that multiple times growing up.
Did you do the Borg one or the Klingon?
I did do both of them. Yeah, the Borg one I did less because that had a shorter run that came out in the early 2000s. But I did both of those, and I really miss them a lot. Like, I miss when Vegas had more high production value entertainment, stuff like that. It looks like it's finally starting to head in that direction again. I think Vegas had a phase where it was just all like nightclubs and shit. Like, there wasn't a lot of the diverse array of experiences you had in the 90s and early 2000s, but now it feels like it's kind of circling around to that. Like, you have the big Area 15 stuff, and sorry, you started a conversation on Vegas here. You have the Area 15 stuff, which is just so cool, and they're opening a Universal like year-round Halloween Horror Nights thing there, which I'm stoked for.
You do get the cool shit though. Then again, we did get Alien War.
It is interesting, like when I was in the UK and I don't know, just striking up conversations with people like taxi drivers and stuff, and we would ask like, oh, have you ever been to America? Like, Vegas it was like the most common response, like, oh, sometimes we go to Vegas. I was like, oh, I did not think that was that. I mean, I don't think of Vegas when I think of an international tourist destination, but maybe I should. Like, I don't know. I think there's like, I would think LA and Florida would be bigger international destinations.
I think my next door neighbor probably enough enjoys going to Vegas. I think there is.
Shit.
Can be done.
Sarah said she'd watched Underwater, and she's looking forward to Genetic Memory now.
Yeah, we finally
Underwater
recorded
was
that.
awesome.
Sorry, what did you say, Greg?
I said that Underwater was pretty nice, a lot better than I expected when I first saw it.
Yeah. Did you just watch it recently?
I watched it around a year ago, actually. Though I can never stand seeing T.J. Miller, but that was a bit in the film, but that beginning was awesome.
I really didn't think he was that bad in Underwater.
It's just in real life he's that bad. As we just covered.
As I sat there reading his Wikipedia page when we recorded that. Everybody's scum these days, if you're mildly famous.
Oh shit! Go on without me.
I'm coming, Adam. I'm coming.
Oh, there's
I'm
an
coming.
APC up here.
Oh,
That's a bad idea.
Okay, I'll leave you. I'll leave you to die. I'm gonna get calmed though in a minute. Oh, wait, what happened?
Oh, did
You
we all
just
die?
had to get
Just
inside.
run down.
No, we
Okay,
won.
we're in.
Okay.
We just needed to jump in.
The Xenomorph Warrior says Underwater is a fun film. Custy Viper's saying, I do like the ideas of aliens getting to Earth because to me, it just echoes Earth Wars comic. I feel like we discussed this on some episode. I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was when we were talking to Matt and Carl. You know, if they want to do something of that scale, I think you should just do it on a established colony world that's very well populated.
Yeah.
Instead of Earth, because I know everybody always goes back to that whole thing of Ripley's sacrificing herself to stop it getting back to Earth and stuff, and I completely understand that point and that criticism, but I completely get the desire to want to do something of such a large scale, and it just seems like such an easy win to me to just set it on this really well established colony.
Theoretically, I mean, if the story was approached differently, in Dark Descent, we get that in some sense.
True. We are visiting lots of separate colonies and different urban environments and everything.
Yeah, it's a whole kind of continent or moon-based colonized area with multiple colonies. Some are larger, some are smaller, different environments. Quite a big population there, even a whole large city. So theoretically, you could do something like that. So yeah, that might not be a bad idea to ease into such an approach.
I honestly never really agreed with the whole it invalidates her sacrifice kind of thing. I feel her sacrifice is just as valid, and honestly, like, if it was just so they didn't get to Earth, it would make less sense because so much of the galaxy has been colonized by humans at that point. Like, it's not like if the aliens took over Earth, like that happens in the comics, and humans eventually like wipe the Earth clean of aliens and come back. Like, were people saying like that? Well, I guess that was pre-Alien 3, so it wouldn't have invalidated her sacrifice. But I don't know. I think it just depends on how it's done. I think so much of the show is just going to be how it's done, for what we know.
We all know that city's going to get nuked, though, don't we?
No, I don't know. Maybe they'll be able to clean it up.
Think, Levy, think. These tunnels should lead to the inner compound where the main communications array is.
Well, we got
That
big
is a
ass
big-ass
guns and a
cave
can-do
system.
attitude, so I say let's go and see what happens.
Charlie Hutchins says, "Do you
Nothing
guys
else,
think
maybe
we'll ever
we'll
get a
light it up
Prometheus
better.
director's cut?" We already have, but it was the theatrical cut.
Yeah. I will say I do think some of the deleted scenes of Prometheus help, and I wish we'd have an alternate cut, but nope.
There are fan edits that insert some of the scenes back in, which I think are pretty nice.
Yeah, I do wish Scott wasn't so obsessed with his 2 hours.
Yeah, Scott with his editing, I'm with all of
Looks like
his
they broke through into
strengths,
some sort of
I
natural
wouldn't say
caves.
that the editing
know
department
who the
is
next to the
his
other
biggest
side?
one.
No idea.
Yeah, he's just too obsessed with making things lean. Seems like the worm would have been very helpful. No Star Dutch is on your side, Adam. He says, I disagree with the negating the sacrifice. To me, Ripley's quest was what she thought was right in the story, and that makes her sacrifice worthwhile regardless. If I die sacrificing for someone and in 20 years they die, that doesn't invalidate the sacrifice.
Yep.
Yep.
Xenosaurin says, I prefer the alien face version of Firefield in Prometheus. Yeah, I prefer the wetter version as well.
Looks like these caves might not be entirely
That was before the,
naturally formed.
you know, the franchise obviously goes off in the direction of black goo equals alien-like thing. So it's gone off in that direction anyway, but I liked it better in the old days with that scene like solidifying that a bit more. And the effect just looks better in my opinion. Although I do find that funny because, you know, in the Alien franchise we always value our practical effects and everybody tends to hate the practical firefields in Prometheus.
Yeah, that's why I'm personally never like, oh, if it's practical, it's always better, and if it's CGI, it's always worse. I mean, it depends for me, literally, on the aesthetics of the design.
Execution and aesthetics.
I come into Alien because I want to see interesting alien-like creatures. I mean, yeah, not zombie and generic flesh mutants.
Yeah, I mean, there's some sci-fi films I like where the creatures are all CG, but I will say the most convincing movie monsters I've ever seen have been like a strong blend of both, you know.
How do we get through here? I can't remember. I tried grenading it. Oh, it didn't give me a prompt to...
We needed to kill everything, and an alien was on my ass.
Okay.
Hello, and Fox. Yes, we are playing Stasis Interrupted. Did you just join in? Welcome, if so. I am also looking forward to that magazine next week and hoping we have a little bit more tidbits.
I hope we get another more meatier still as well.
Oh!
SM disagrees, Adam. The practical firefield was way better than the demented CG golem on speed.
Well, it's been a while since I've compared the two, but...
No, I still prefer the CG.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as important nowadays for that relationship between the goo and the aliens. Like I said earlier, you know, the EUs and the films have very much solidified that. But at the time when Prometheus came out, I preferred it for that solidification of the relationship.
Yeah, and I like the more advanced kind of beastly mutation, whereas it just felt too space zombie.
Yeah. Lone Fox says, I'm currently stood outside work, freezing and burning through my data ban. Yeah. Oh well, thank you for joining us. Well, speaking of Prometheus, didn't I just see some pups go fly by?
Yeah.
You did?
I liked that reference in this game, I'll be honest.
Yep.
I do like those little ones.
Oh, I can hear one.
They're a delicate piece of tech, though.
Where is it? Oh, well, I better not fall behind. Otherwise I'll miss the dramatic reveal of the Queen coming up here. See, this reminds me of the movie The Cave, which that's another one we should do, Aaron. Just this big, like, interior.
Yeah, I've seen. Wait, no, have I seen The Cave? No, I haven't. I don't think I've seen The Cave actually.
You've probably
I'm thinking
seen The
Descent.
Yeah, those two came out like close to the same time as like Armageddon Deep Impact kind of situation. But
I remember liking Descent.
We need to get the hell out of here.
Was that a Neil Marshall one?
The Descent was it?
Yeah.
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 But,
I always thought he'd have been a good choice for an Alien director.
yeah, I need to watch the 4K Dog Soldiers. That's also Neil Marshall, right?
Mm-hmm.
I heard Dog Soldiers is awesome, yeah.
Sarah says I'm still petitioning for Dark Side of the Moon. Isn't that an album?
Oh, that's Pink Floyd.
Whoops.
Oh god. People everywhere.
Yellow Squad unite.
I like the random box of health.
We were the scientists that got fed up with corporate exploitation of our knowledge.
Sticking it to the man.
Unisaurian said that queen looked massive. She certainly did.
Proper AVP T-Rex queen.
Where was this queen supposed to have come from? Do you remember?
I think it's... Is it the same one that they capture?
Yeah,
It's the same one
yeah,
that you.
but where did she come from?
I don't know, I guess
I
one
don't
of them
think the
molted.
audio logs showed it. I think that Mikey and Randy were suggesting that there were maybe more aliens, more hives somewhere, so maybe this is a natural kind of one.
Fucking Randy and Mikey.
But knowing the environment here, it looks pretty nice and creepy, so...
No, it's
having
a good
queen
aesthetic. Don't
is
get me
cool.
wrong.
Spooky lava cave.
Which is something that I don't think really got. It's a nice little touch because I don't think the lava and the primordial aspect of it really got focused on. Of the planet of LV426, that is. Sorry, the moon, not the planet. Planetoid.
See, that's something I'm wondering with Alien Earth is if they're referring to LV426 when they say the specimens were collected from a faraway moon, or if it'll just be left unanswered. Because if they did retrieve it from there, it would mean a ship that wasn't the Nostromo also stopped
been
there.
before.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
To
it's
go
been
with the
before.
2120.
Yeah.
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 I still think they're gonna
because-
lean into it being that ship went there, got some specimen, the ship went bad. We'll send the Nostromo on the way back.
Better hide, boys. She's a coming.
Ah! No! Leave me alone! Oh, I'm down.
Get in the little stalagmite thing. She won't be able to reach you.
Yeah, I love how she is so huge that she can't break like these thin rocks are keeping her away. Like, okay.
It's good game design. What are you on about, Greg? Stop being critical.
And I always like it when we end up playing something that's relevant to the cover image I pick.
I assume you do it on purpose.
Sometimes.
But yeah, game design wise, this is cool here.
I'm
This
taking
is
the piss
pretty
though, Greg.
interesting.
You are very welcome to criticize. I'm just...
No, but you are true that it is an interesting way of trying to get around the queen.
I was being sarcastic. I don't think it's perfect.
You're kind
I
of
hope
screwed there.
I hope you appreciate me distracting her for you all.
Well, hopefully it'll respawn you by us.
Bye bye, we're leaving you to die.
I'm having time in my life here.
You're getting the queen up close.
Caustic Viper says, what if the Queen in ACM came from Hudson since he was picking a relatively safe spot? What wasn't it?
Oh.
Didn't Newman?
Oh
My God.
Didn't Newman imply that the Raven was supposed to be from Hudson?
I think so.
Need to open up my Raven already. I have an old Hyatt toys if that still open.
Oh my god!
Oh, Greg, what are you doing down there?
I'm getting a face full of explosions.
I need to try and find some of the higher toys. Although Zavi, who used to stock them over here, has sold out of pretty much all of them, I think.
Oh, took me out.
Oh, I think I took myself out with a rocket there. Grenade there, dude. New Laser says the Raven is creepy. Yeah, I always liked the Raven, I'll be honest. But then again, you know I have a huge soft spot for the skull. I think it's silly, but I still have a soft spot for it.
Lulu Laser says, I don't know why, but the Raven reminds me of the King Alien from Aliens Rogue. Yeah, I could see a few design similarities there.
No, sure, I think they're quite different.
I mean, not like on a macro level, yeah. Just a few aspects of it.
Dwayne Hicks 11 says higher toys aliens gone way overpriced in the year 2024. Yeah, I imagine they're quite expensive now since they're no longer making them. Xenomorph Warrior says, why was the Raven different? Did they ever explain that? I don't think they ever gave it a proper explanation.
It's just
again, I think it was Mikey Newman had said that apparently all the mutations were caused by radiation from the atmosphere processor.
Yep, it was
not that that's mentioned in the game at all or anything.
Oh, there we go.
This is a cool scene now.
Yeah, we see them capture the Queen.
Ready for this? You know
Yeah, that's the final one,
Yeah.
but this is a mid one.
Let's do this.
Uh-oh.
Damn it.
That doesn't look good for us.
Oh, this is the scene, like, if you look at this now, and then when it goes into the gameplay, it looks visually worse. And you've got 95 rounds on your pulse rifle. There you go. Yeah, in that cutscene you had 95 rounds.
Oh, I didn't notice that before. Nice.
Yeah, SM says most things in ACM didn't get a proper explanation now. No, they did not.
Hey, Hicks got a good explanation to how he survived.
It got an explanation. I'm not sure good is the correct adjective.
I thought they made it crystal clear in this game how he survived.
It's true, it is very crystal clear.
It's not necessarily good.
Is SM in the chat?
Yeah, is Alien Universe Timeline in the chat?
Oh, I got you. Using one of those different names there.
Justice for Turk. Who's shooting behind me?
I do think the whole Turk thing's hilarious though.
Oh, it is.
What is this?
Turk. I think the whole Turk explanation's hilarious.
Turk is absolutely meme-worthy.
What is this explanation?
Of it being Turk, of it not being Hicks.
Oh.
Or Paul Dwayne Turk.
No,
Turk is
his
the guy
name's,
who was in-
name's Wayne. Wayne Turk.
Wayne Turk is
I
how
have not
his
heard of
name
this.
is. Oh
I
dear.
have not heard of this. Like, does this originate from something?
Oh my god, Adam.
Adam, the guy that was instead of Hicks in the cryo chamber that was put in there.
Oh,
his name is Turk.
Oh, I gotcha.
Literally,
Are
is
you-
always
are you
making
that
jokes on
poorly,
the forums.
boy?
I
You're
am.
that
I am
bad?
not feeling good right now, guys. Yeah. So, rest of today is going to be a recovery day.
Well, you need to get tucked up in bed. Susie needs to come bring you some tea.
Oh yeah, this is the
Queen room.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is the Queen containment chamber from the main game.
The audio logs are nicer in this DLC than in the main campaign, because the plan was to lure the Queen here and just literally trap her.
The Lone Fox says they could have done a deep cut and named Turk Wilkes. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, Wilkes is a separate person as well. He's off fighting aliens on Rim
Controlled remotely.
around the same time.
Gas. That's a no-go for you.
Coincidentally.
Find the power junction in there.
I
should be
will
able to
say-
disable the lock.
They did a few updates for this game which changed the graphics a bit. And in one of them, they added like this weird haze, which I don't think looks as good as the game when it first came out. I think they improved the textures overall, but I think the color correction of the game was a bit better when it first released.
Really
Yeah,
don't
some of the
remember.
interior shots are a bit strange with the lighting.
Did Wilkes ever get a first name? Can't remember.
Barry.
No.
I can't remember.
He got a promotion. I remember that. But so did Hicks in the comics.
Got it. I think I can pry it open now.
Okay, head back.
Good old lever fetch quest.
Wouldn't be a video
What?
game without it.
We were doing a whole loading sequence with a gas mask just to press the button in the next room.
Yeah, but it's atmospheric. I
It
feel
is, it
involved
is.
and in part of the story.
Can't deny that.
SM says Wilkes' first name was David.
From Dwayne to David, okay.
I'm not sure if he's taking piss or if he's being
Am I
serious
going the
though.
right way? I think he was back down here.
I literally can't remember. We're going down, it seems.
The motion tracker does have the objective. There we go. Comms array.
You
Another
motherfuckers.
elevator.
Locking me out. What's
The
this
door's
about?
What do you
Open.
mean? The door's open.
It's closed on my screen.
Oh my god.
Oh no, it let me in. That was a closed door on my screen.
Ilphonac?
Wait, no, that's wrong studio.
I know.
I can't see the underbarrel attachments for like half of your guns, so yeah, even after all these years, the game has its gems.
No Gearbox. Or Timegate, whoever did this one. Or Demiurge.
I
It's
don't-
all on Gearbox.
Yeah,
Their
at-
responsibility.
At the end of the day, they are the first dev credited. It's their job to do QA on the game, even if they outsource it, which they shouldn't have outsourced it as heavily as they did. I think probably for whatever resources they had to use, like Timegate did a pretty good job. Because it seemed like Gearbox funneled most of the money to
Borderlands 2, wasn't it?
Borderlands, yeah.
Fucking
Great. It looks like this
He
window
needs a
ends with
slap
module.
as well, he does.
If I can
Yep.
get to the other side
Big ol'
there,
wet
I can
fish.
clear the tug.
Watch for movement.
It's okay, we had karma with Romulus and Borderlands.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's all good.
The universe has a way of working things out.
Still hate him though.
Yes, we are allowed to still hate him.
All these poor innocent young aliens.
It hurts our scientists' hearts to do this.
Untethered.
Die.
Ah!
Lone Fox says, I will never play Badlands because of Greasy Randy. Yeah, I refuse to purchase or play any game that has Gearbox attached to it.
Borderlands, not Badlands. Badlands is the good one we're all excited for.
Did I say Badlands?
Yeah.
You did.
Oh, I meant Borderlands. Lone Fox wrote Borderlands. No, I've even not bothered getting, like, I really want to play Homeland. Homeland? Homeworld? Homeworld?
I've seen this. What's this guy doing? He's... There's an alien just chilling through this door. There he is.
He's politely waiting. He was waiting his turn, and we just opened fire.
He just wanted to get the lift.
He was like, I just needed to get to level 3. Why are you attacking me? I just want to go to the Rex Editor.
They didn't even ask me for my ID.
Still remember Randy.
Tailgating.
Randy in the first level, in the first demo, when he was talking about the remarkably sophisticated AI of each alien.
Ah, damn it.
So lovely.
I remember when I went to
This
the
lab is on the outside
press
wall, so it should
event
have
of this in the
external
UK,
venting. Should be
one
able
of
to
the
vent the
things
gas
they were talking about and were
safely
very
in the
proud of
lab.
were the
And my name is Rick.
Oh my god.
Anatomically?
Anatomically, yeah. I keep saying I get stupider as I get older. Anatomically correct models that they built for the inside of the aliens and everything.
Oh, do we have to go back
I think an interview was mentioned that they had the organs and everything, but you rarely see anything, even when they're dismembered.
Plastic Viper says that Xeno was late for work. And we just made him permanently late. Charlie Hutchins says, I do wonder what would have happened if this game was good and successful, along with Isolation, what the state of Alien games would have looked like today. To be fair, I still stand by Dark Descent being fantastic.
Me too.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
Fireteam Elite is good.
I say it's fantastic. I loved it.
I mean, it still leans on the arcadey side of things. But it's still really good.
It's got its moments.
Blackout is underrated in my opinion.
Oh, hell yeah.
So even though we did dip into the realms of the AA titles, what we got has been good. You know, even AVP Evolution was good.
Oh yeah. I might even say that exactly because ACM was critical disappointment, we've gotten more creative, different types of games instead of first-person shooters because of that.
Mm. Although, somebody still needs to do this properly.
Someone does need to do this properly.
Yeah, somebody needs to do a squad-based Colonial Marine thing properly.
They did.
Yeah, but you can make super... No.
First person and
no.
so arcadey.
That game should have had first person, and I still stand by, like, on the higher difficulties, there's more strategy with Fireteam.
Oh, it's certainly less. You are punished if you play it more arcadey on the higher difficulties, but it still has that vibe.
It has that arcadey looter shooter with giant bullet sponges. That the bullet sponginess is what irks me, but.
I just want a squad-based shooter that has the deadliness of Isolation, like literally if they get to you, you're dead. Where placement, preparing, and everything is key.
Okay, we should be good now, I think.
It's what I want. It's what I need.
Completely agree.
But then again, that's where I think Dark Descent does that feeling and vibe very well as well.
Oh,
and
yeah, X.
You can customize, Chris, the difficulty now that if the alien with one attack will get most of your health down. So literally in 2 swipes you're down. You're dead.
But it's not as scary because first person is more immersive.
Yeah,
of course.
I think
even though I did find Dark Descent very tense.
I think sometimes too, like video game got a video game. Like even in AVP 2010, even playing that on Nightmare, Like, the aliens are very imposing, and they will take you out quickly, but you can still block them. You can whack them to the ground. Like, sometimes they have to give you a bit of a chance.
Caustic Viper says Dark Descent is a guilty pleasure. I don't think it needs to be a guilty pleasure. It's a genuinely good game.
They call it an underrated pleasure.
Yeah, exactly. Caustic Viper also says, I genuinely love AVP Extinction and Dark Descent. Not only hit a familiar feel, but you feel the horror even without being the Marines on the field. I don't think I'd say that of Extinction as much as I do like that as well. But no, both are still very good games. I think Dark Descent is a genuinely good game.
Yep. We were going to play that today, but my brain was too foggy for a strategy game.
And I did boot up one of the fan-made games, and it took too long for me to see what it actually was going to be like.
Yeah, we gotta plan one of those streams. I don't know if
we're not very good at planning things. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw this on Blue Sky, Aaron, but the guy that's doing the multiplayer mod for the Jaguar AVP.
Oh, is he back?
Well,
he hasn't updated that game for a long time.
Well, I reshared something. I think it's the same guy. I reshared something about that posted on Blue Sky, and it's like a stereoscopic thing where you have two images next to each other and you cross your eyes and it looks 3D.
Was that? Oh, I didn't realize that was him.
I think I'm not sure, but I think it is because his other posts are all about the Jaguar multiplayer mod. So, and working on a Jaguar emulator. Because that would.
I don't think. Chris, did we ever get that working?
We never tried.
I
think we tried, Aaron. Yeah, I don't think we got it.
I know me and you couldn't get it working, but I thought I'd got it working with Chris.
We never tried anything.
I think it might be due to port settings on my my router, but.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I'm going down.
Oh, no, Aaron! Oh, what did you bind?
You say router, we say router.
Pumping in the router.
We got a bug in the router.
Lone Fox says, have any of you tried Resurrection on the PS1? The aliens are lethal, and I honestly found it as tense as isolation.
Yes, that game is awesome. It's just way too difficult, so Night Dive needs to remaster it with better difficulty options. That's a game we should stream. You're about to die, Chevy.
Yeah, I've just gone down. I have never played it through. I didn't own it as a kid. I eventually brought it as an adult, and I just haven't sat down to play it. I know the reputation. I know it's supposed to be notoriously atmospheric and difficult, and
that's like
I think Scott said in the comment that the lack of a run function is a bummer as well.
Yeah, it's like the OG alien survival horror game.
Like the auto dock stuff is fantastic. I think that's a brilliant mechanic that more games could probably do with using. Although I suppose, to be fair, Dark Descent does use that to some extent as well. With because you can get a alien removal kit in that, can't you?
Yep.
How we doing? Oh shit.
Then again, I have a big soft spot for Trilogy. Because that was the game that I watched be played as a kid. I never played much of it as a child myself because I was too scared. Although when I did get around to playing it, I did get to the Derelict.
What game scared me as a kid? My mum used to have a ZX Spectrum, and there was one on there that was aliens, where you played through as the characters, where you chose them and had to move them through like 2D rooms. There was doors and stuff in there. That game kind of freaked me out as a kid. Super simple, like not scary at all by today's standards, but
You're so old.
I know.
Okay. Immediate injection.
No Stardust says, what's the most memorable moment of Romulus for you all? It's definitely there's something in the fucking water.
It's the one that gets repeated the most.
Sorry, say again.
For me, it's when Scorch is coming out of the cocoon. Looks beautiful.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
No, quotable moments. So.
Oh yeah. We all know that. Yeah.
I mean, I quite like the. I have to deny your petition.
That was nice as well, yeah.
I loved it when she repeated that back to him. Because, you know, that kind of stuff, I was like, you can do your own classic lines here. Stop reusing the old ones. And the dad jokes, you know. Do you know how often I walk around and just do the why did the blind miner fall down the well joke?
Yeah, that was quite endearing at the start.
I wish they'd have lent into that for the get away from here, you bitch moment instead. Xenosaurus says the first AVP games that I played as a kid was AVP 2, Extinction and Concrete Jungle. They weren't our first games, but I think they were... AVP 2 was probably our most played game, at least mine and Adam.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think you really played them, did you, Chris?
Which one, sorry?
AVP 2 and Extinction and that.
I played Extinction, the RTS one.
Okay. What about you, Greg? What was your most played game in your teenage years or younger years?
Well, probably actually ACM if we're gonna look. I have like 800 hours on this, mostly multiplayer.
Really? Damn, do you have all the...
God, I'm surprised you got that much multiplayer gameplay out of that.
Do you have all the achievements on this one?
I'm not sure. I don't think I have quite all of them.
Because this game had some hard ones that were like arbitrary.
Yeah.
Like be the best player of the week or something on the leaderboards. What? Well, maybe not the leaderboards because I don't think this game has leaderboards, but I don't know. There were some very difficult, very arbitrary achievements for this.
There were, yeah.
It's bullshit like that that stops me being 100%ers. I tried to do some of the various Halo games as well, and I was like...
I never cared for 100%ing games, so yeah, I usually don't stick around for that.
I did do 2010 though. I'm proud to say I've at least done one game and it's one of the AVPs.
I did do 2010. I did Isolation.
I will do Isolation. I should go back and do the single run through. I've never bothered to try it.
Well, you just do it on very easy and it's...
Yeah, I know, and then you quit out when you're about to die. And I know the tricks to it, I've just never bothered giving it a go.
I did
So every time I want to play Isolation, I want to play Isolation. You know, I want that actual full experience. So I can't bring myself to do the little silly dipping stuff.
Stop. What the hell? Listen to me, please.
Oh, piss off.
Oh my god! I couldn't do it. I kept getting jumped. Oh, he just got me. Behind you!
Oop. Oop, oh no.
I'll try again.
Rob Harb said it was AVP 2 for him as well. No Stars Bush says, I'm on a seafood diet. I really did love the dad joke. I loved Andy so much. God, I had so much fun with that film.
I ought to go back and actually try EVP 2.
You should. I thought we got it working on your...
We did.
We got it working, yeah.
Yep. It does. It works.
Yeah, play through the single player. It is so good.
The atmosphere is undescribably good till this day. Just the combination of the lighting and the presentation. I love it.
And it went quite deep with its own lore as well.
Oh yeah.
With the logs and everything.
Richard, send that message and you jeopardize everything. We lose any hope of retaining
I must admit, the problem was with me with horror games growing up is that I was too frightened to play them.
Yeah.
Even with isolation, like, it scared the living bejesus out of me, and it's only because of that, really.
I can't let you do this.
Where I managed to find some confidence to play scary stuff.
I was
Because
so
I forced
terrified.
myself to play them.
I was so terrified yet fascinated by seeing that you can be the alien and bite out of somebody's chest as the chest burster. As a kid, when I saw that, I was like, I have to find a way to play this.
Well, when I was a kid, you know, I was too scared to really play the Marine campaigns.
Oh yeah.
And I would play like the Alien campaigns, so I was empowered and I didn't have to be scared of the alien.
Yeah,
and,
I understand that.
And then I'd play the Predators because I was like, oh, I've got the vision mode so I can see them in the dark and I don't have to fear the scare jumps or anything like that.
Oh, there's where they
Yep,
captured it.
completely agree.
No Stardirt says, I just YouTube searched Alien Romulus and saw a bunch of bad faith negative reviews and feel bummed out now. Keep in mind I'm someone who thought the movie was okay and I'm still like, I genuinely fucking enjoyed the film. I think it was a fantastic palate cleanser. Yeah, there are things in it I would have done differently if I were making it, and things that annoy me, but as an overall package, I genuinely love it. You know, I think it's like Alien 3 for me, where I know it's flawed, I know it has problems, there are things I would change, but I really enjoy it in spite of it. I'm glad it happened, I'm glad it came out, I'm glad it did as well as it has done, both critically, financially, and with the movie-going audience. And yeah, I love it. I think it's great. It's a great thing that's happened for us as a fandom and a franchise.
A long time. Like, it's the highest reviewed since those original 2 movies by critics, and it did better in theaters than any except for Prometheus. Like, I wouldn't let...
That's not adjusting for inflation, though, is it? And
well, even that, it's gotten pretty close to the first 2, I believe. I'll have to look again.
Yeah, it has, but the thing that has been good when I was following the stats there is that we've had a relatively financially successful by all metrics, especially compared to its budget, which is the most important thing. Like, yeah, Prometheus had, of course, a bigger box office there, but Prometheus was so much more expensive. So even though Prometheus was also successful and profitable, when we compare percentage-wise, it's relatively similar in the ballpark. I think, yeah, Prometheus is maybe a little bit ahead, but having a recent Alien movie that has done budget-wise very well, but critically, with the scores from the general audiences so well, that we haven't seen in a long time, that combination. So I'm happy for that. We wouldn't have gotten such a fast confirmation of another sequel if we had gotten bad results there.
SM, are you talking Romulus or this campaign? Did you not like Romulus?
Probably both. No, SM does not like Romulus. Xenostorian, strong disagree there. Requiem over Romulus. Strong disagree. I think we're done, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching, everybody. Hopefully I will be less sick. Well, I better be less sick next time we stream.
Do you want to, if you're feeling better, do you want to do Dark Descent?
Yes, we were going to do Dark Descent today. We'll probably get back on Dark Descent when I'm feeling better. So, thanks again.
Week after, shall I finally do Mother?
What?
Shall I finally do Mother mode after next week?
The VR one?
Yeah.
If you can get it going, yeah, of course. That'd be
Well,
awesome.
I've got it going. Actually, I need to practice streaming the VR though, but I can do that through Streamlabs, surely. Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have a play and I'll get it working, but I'm fairly sure I can do it. It's just I need to make sure I'm playing with the Xbox controller instead of the Quest controllers, because that felt weird when I tried it with the Quest controllers. Because I've played it, I've played it, just not attempted to stream it.
Thanks, Sarah. Thanks, No Style Dutch. I will try.
And I'm sorry, but this will be the first week that we don't have a podcast for the last 7 weeks. I'm going to be working on our next genetic memory episode. So that'll be coming out next for our Patreon supporters. Following that, I'm also going to be finishing up the new video I'm working on, which, to be fair, I've nearly done actually, so that's not far off being finished and ready to go anyway. But we'll have a new what could have been film thing going up on YouTube, going up on the website as well. And we've got a couple more booked in to record for the normal podcast. Did you, Adam, did you check to see if that guy was expecting our email?
I'll double check on that today. I have some emails to send today, so I'll do that.
Cool. And I've also had an email back from the actor's agent. So we need to get that. I'll get that scheduled in to record as well. We're recording an episode on Deadliest of Species next week, which should be fun. It's Adam's first time visiting that. It's my second time visiting that, and I'm actually enjoying the first bulk of it a lot better than I thought I would. But yeah, lots of shit planned, lots of stuff coming up as always, and we'll be recording our very own self-indulgent 200th episode at some point soon as well. Oh, Scott was talking about the comic, the prequel comic. Yes, that was a giant waste of time. That was shit.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Do you know what
Absolutely.
No Style Dutch is talking about there, Aaron?
Is there any information on that Alien sequel Peter Briggs mentioned? If it's the one I think you're thinking of, not much, but we may have the opportunity to talk to the guy who wrote that. What was his name? Ivor Powell wrote a script that was about an alien pyramid and black goo long before Ridley Scott did anything on it. I've exchanged some emails with him, and he's open to joining us on the podcast at some point.
Oh, they give UKCM a shout out there.
But yeah, they helped out with a lot of the promotion, the in-person promotion, and the USCM as well.
But you guys are Three World Empire.
True, but we have a UK branch apparently.
Representing the Weyland-Yutani interests.
Yes, of course. We've got to look after those corporate interests. But yeah, more to my point is the shit in the stores. And I can't wait to get all this stuff out for everybody. I've really enjoyed the run that we've been on, and really enjoyed sort of the responses that we've had to stuff. I've also got something else in the works for something that wasn't given to us on the home releases of the Blu-rays and stuff like that I'm trying to step into Charles's shoes a little bit for, but we'll see how we go. Lots of stuff in the pipeline.
Yep. Well, thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. You can always catch us on our website, vbgalaxy.net, or on any of the major socials. And as always, big thank you to our Patreon supporters.
Indeed. We'll see you next week, guys. And
Yep.
girls.
Take it easy.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Chevy, you gotta say goodbye. Oh, okay. There you go.